Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please give a warm welcome to the host of the Happy Hour, Chris Lane Sr.
And good evening to you out there in YouTube land. This is the Happy Hour with Chris Lane, and I am Chris Lane, senior, no doubt, and no less. So how's everybody tonight? And welcome back. I've been gone for 3 weeks, basically. So yeah, there's that thing that I haven't been here, and stuff's been going on. So we got much to catch up on, right? So welcome everybody. Good to see people out there. I see some of you guys in the chat there, and counting noses, have some lurkers. So just say it right now, love lurkers. Thanks for being here as well. But we'll say hi to a couple people in the chat real quick. The dog paw is here. Meow. And Wolf to you. Hugh Caldwell is here. Mike Sheener is here. Hello, Mike. I hope you're feeling well. We'll spend some time with medical stuff, as we always do, because it's kind of pertinent, and that's why I started the show with scars. And David, live to fly. How you doing? And again, I've got at least another 5 or 6 lurkers out there, if not more. So again, thank you for being here, and welcome to the show. And yeah, I don't think I mentioned it before I went away on the last show, but yeah, I actually overnighted in the hospital because I had blood clots randomly for no good reason, as it turns out. Just developed blood clots in both my legs and my lungs. So I've got new scars. They're internal, but yeah, apparently it damages the veins a little bit and it takes a while to heal. And so I'm wearing those sexy compression socks because, that's a great look. And but before I went on my vacation a week and a half ago, saw the doctor literally hours before we left. And, we'd done our research and reading, and there was a couple things we had concerns about. Like, A, can I drink alcohol? Because I'm meeting my son up there, and I know, he and I like to have a little whiskey together. Secondly, we love going to hot springs. That's a big part of the vacation. And some of the research indicated that was a no-no. So I had a long talk with my doctor, great doctor, and he just said, well, hot springs are fine. Don't worry about it. He said, now, don't be a moron. If it's 115 and you stay in there for 5 hours, even if you were perfectly healthy, that's not going to go well. So, and I said, I don't do that anyway. He goes, all right, just, use common sense, which I can use. And I did, and had a wonderful soak in Bozeman Hot Springs. And the other thing about whiskey, he said, well, okay, you're on blood thinners. We urge caution because, people get drunk and fall down and bruise and bleed or cut themselves, and that's not good. But, I had detailed my actual consumption per week, and he goes, yeah, I ain't worried about it. Just, again, don't do anything dumb. You want to have a drink or two at dinner, you're great. So we ended up having a wonderful time. My son brought over, it's funny because I brought a whiskey that I thought he would like, and he brought one that I thought I'd like. It turned out they were the same whiskey, so we enjoyed that. And then he brought one other one. So we had a couple sips. We met in a town called McCall, Idaho. And I'll just mention we drove around because my son had to work, my wife had to work on that Friday. So I went to my doctor's in the morning. They both were at work. They got off a little early, and I loaded the car, and so we were ready to go. And I picked up my sister-in-law, who was watching the cats for us and watering. And the cats did great because they love Auntie. So cats were well taken care of, and we came back, and our garden was a friggin' jungle. Everything looked great, so we were real happy about that. But loaded up and drove to Rock Springs, Wyoming. Got in about 8 o'clock or something. And I can tell you, they roll up the sidewalks in Rock Springs, Wyoming. There was a couple good dinner choices, all of which closed right about 8. So we ended up at Applebee's, which that was okay. It was it was better than the Denny's, which was our other choice. So yay for that. And then we got up at 6 in the morning. Well, we got up at 5, but we had the car reloaded because here's a little hint, folks. If you travel and your car is in the motel parking lot and it's full of stuff, your stuff ain't going to be there in the morning, just so you know. So we unloaded the entire thing, put it in the hotel rooms, and then got up at 5 a.m., reloaded it. We were on the road by 6, and we ended up driving most of the day. I don't think we got in McCall, Idaho by, I think, about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, which was perfect because that's when our VRBO was ready. So, and it was a nice drive, although it was rainy. The weather out west was really pretty rainy up in that part of the country for the first part of the week. We didn't see the sun until our last day in McCall, Idaho, which was fine because my son came down with his 2 dogs, and that was a big part of the visit. Is we were visiting with him, and he brought his dog, his husky, Delilah, who, we had this dog when he was a puppy, or she was a puppy, and she got her first taste of snow when we took her hiking, and she was a little bitty fluff ball back then, but she's 13 now and arthritic and getting near the end. So we wanted to have one last visit with Delilah, and he brought his new dog, Dapper the dog, he looks like a poodle, but he's not. And he told me the breed, and I got nothing. I can't remember it. But kind of that wiry coat, but they don't shed, and they're hyperallergenic, so that's a good thing. And the dog was cool, and they have a lot of rescue dogs that are not in good shape, have issues. This dog is perfectly healthy, normal, is a rescue dog, and as it turns out, wasn't vaccinated properly. So the dog got vaccinated but was on quarantine with the other dog. So anyway, we had a nice time because the weather was crap and we didn't really want to go out to the hot springs or go out and, fire off rounds of freedom into targets. So we just stayed there and played with the dogs. My son brought a couple of his guitars, and my other son, Sean, brought his steel tongue drum. So we jammed and had a good time doing that and ate like kings. Oh my goodness. Restaurants in McCall, Idaho are really good. And we ate at a steakhouse. And it was kind of funny because we're on vacation. We didn't dress up particularly, but we went to what would be a nice high-end steakhouse. It was at the resort there. And I walk in and I had slacks on, but I wasn't killing myself. I think I had a polo on. And the maitre d', I don't know, his eyebrow went up a little bit. Like, really? And because it's a resort, people probably wander in. And I said, yeah, reservation for Lynn. He goes, oh, okay, your table will be ready in a minute. And I will say I've had the pleasure of eating in some of the finest steakhouses in this country. I'm blanking the name of it. What's the one in Indianapolis that everybody raves about? I can't, doggone it. I can picture the building. I can't think of the name of the Elmo's, St. Elmo's, something like that. Or the St. Elmo. Anyway, Peter Luger's in New York. I've eaten there. Ruth Chris, blah, blah, blah. I've eaten in some really good steakhouses. And I got to say, this one, top to bottom, was an exquisite experience. Everything was so on point. It was really outstanding. The meat was, they dry aged it there at the restaurant for almost a month, each steak. I had foraged mushrooms. They had a palate cleanser that was like an apple sorbet. It was crazy good. And just everything was on point. It was a wonderful experience. Our waiter really knew his stuff. He was attentive, but not intrusive. Great experience. So, anyway, hey, there's Gary Hubbs. What's going on? Yeah, he's out doing little things. But I'll publicly thank Gary because I'm out of practice, right? 3 weeks off or almost 3 weeks off. I set up the show. I got the time wrong. Screwed up the leaderboard thing. Screwed up the live chat thing. Had to go back and fix all that. And I came within 7 minutes of going live last night because I don't know what friggin' day it is. So I was not doing well. But thanks to Gary, who pointed out that I'd screwed up the time and everything, I was able to fix everything before I totally beclowned myself. Anyway, hey, there's Jeremy. Hi, Strings and Pucks. What's going on, man? How you doing? And there's Goldacre. Good day to you. A little bird told me that Goldacre has a new song that he's going to premiere maybe next week. So look for that. Look for that indeed, because I always like to hear what Goldacre does. And let's see. Did anybody else join us? Well, I wasn't paying attention. Probably. But if you did join us and I missed you, I suck. But you guys know that. You're here all the time. But good to see everybody. Hey, there's the Leelaverse right there. What's going on, lads, lovelies, and lions? Grr, baby. How are ya? I missed my people. We have a little kind of offline chat. And I was in some remote, I didn't have any cell service for about 5 hours of one of the drives. We were in some remote areas, and the bad part about that, my wife is a controller for a big electronics supply company, and so she's on vacation, but she's the only one that can authorize payments. Like they have, and it's a fraud protection. Like if somebody submits a check or anything, it goes through this fraud protection, and she has X amount of hours to look at it and approve it, or it just gets kicked back. Well, we're getting ready to take off, and well, I guess we were on the road actually, and she's kind of looking at her phone, checking her email, and she goes, "Oh shit, I don't get one for 2 days. I got one right now." And I said, "Well, we're driving along. There's towns and everything. We'll just pull over and you can get some Wi-Fi." Well, no. No, there was no. Again, we went like 3 hours, almost no cell service, much less any Wi-Fi. Anyway, we get on top of a pass, and it's the pass between Idaho and Montana, Lolo Pass, and it's on the Oregon Trail area. Well, no, I'm sorry. I misspoke. This is Lewis and Clark went over this pass and went down. Anyway, we're on top of this pass. We stop. There's restrooms there. There's, interpretive displays, blah, blah, blah. And my wife looks and says, "They've got Wi-Fi here. The Forest Service provides Wi-Fi." I said, "Okay." So she gets out her phone, and I get out my phone, and my iPhone sees the network, and it will not stay connected. But her Android did, and she was able to approve this thing with like 30 minutes to spare. So she's spiking the ball up there because old boomer, figuring out in the middle of nowhere, connecting to Forest Service Wi-Fi and doing her job. So that was after that, it was downhill literally and figuratively. We had a great rest of the day. But we ended up at my dad's place in Bozeman, Montana. We spent 3 days there. And again, visiting. My father is 87, having some spine issues. My father is getting old. And so, I want to spend as much time with him as I can. And we had a lovely visit. And so that was all good. And so that's the brief 12 minutes. No, it's more than that. 20 minutes. Vacation recap. But it was a hell of a good vacation. So now we're stuck working until September when we do something. But I led off with the blood clots and all that kind of stuff. And I kept people in my little chat appraised and everything. But I feel great. I really do. Now, allegedly, if I, cut off my finger with a chainsaw or something, I will spurt blood like a Texas oil well, allegedly. But I feel terrific. And, I'm totally back normal. And my energy is back up where it should be. After it happened, my energy was low. And for the first time in 14 years working for this company, I missed a deadline because I just physically could not work late enough at night to get the magazine out. And I chatted with my bosses and they were aware of the situation. It's one of the magazines that we have an internal deadline and we set it up with our printers, but that deadline is a little fungible. And thank goodness, because there was nothing I could do. So I said, go on your vacation, get feeling better, deal with it when you get back. And as of about an hour and a half ago, all but 7 pages are uploaded in the printer, and I'll do that after this show, and that'll be done, and check that off my box. So that's a good thing. But let's chat. Did you guys, and I assume you guys did, obviously I didn't play Freedom Fest because I was up in Montana with certainly not the capability of playing that thing. But several people in our community did, and I caught parts of it. I did catch Doug Kidder. Got his whole set. Doug Kidder was great. Doug Kidder was, I think that's as good a one as he's ever done. He was on point. Everything was going good. He really did well. Let me call up, because I have no great recollection of the order. I'm going to look at the order. I caught a bit of Adorable Anarchy. That seemed like it sounded pretty good. Pirate Radio is that fellow on keyboards. I didn't catch him. I've played with him before on Gmaze, but didn't see Will D. Didn't see Michael Songs. Stiff Demon, I saw Laurie introduce him, and I caught the first part of his song. And then, like I said, saw Kidder. Apparently, Ron followed him. Wolfstone Studios followed Doug, and yeah, I didn't see the rest of it after that. And him and Epirism. So I didn't catch very much of it. Is bottom line, but I did go back and re-watch Doug's performance. And again, it kicked ass. It was on point. But yeah, it was kind of a small lineup for what you usually get on a fest, and that's not surprising. 4th of July, right? People are doing I'm Gone, Tora Gross is gone. Leela usually performs. She was gone or not able to go, on and on and on. So a lot of the regulars, quote unquote, were not able to be on it. But, that happens sometimes. I think scheduling things over holidays maybe isn't the best. Again, not my channel, not my call, but I kind of mentioned it to Gary at the time that I didn't know that this was the best idea, but I think he got real enthralled with we'll have a Freedom Festival, we'll do it on the 4th of July and big celebration. And on paper, that's a great idea, but in practice, if nobody's watching because everybody's out on holiday and nobody's performing because people are on holiday, I don't know if that was the best call, but water under the bridge, right? But if you guys remember when the last Music for Life album came out, it was scheduled to come out on Thanksgiving Day. And I know myself and a number of other people, as they were announcing this, we said, hey, yes, there's a lot of tracks on this album, and if you did it on Thanksgiving, people aren't going to be there. They're going to be, yes, it's mostly an American holiday, but that's a big part of your audience, right? Is that a good call? Well, and to Jade's credit and to Russ 89's credit, they thought about it for a day or two and went, yeah, we're not going to do that. And they did it I think the Saturday after I think it was the Saturday after. Regardless, they got it off the holiday, and the place was packed, and people loved the album and everything. So, just memo, folks, if you're going to schedule something, maybe don't schedule it on a holiday. Get more potential eyeballs. There he is. There's Doug Kidder right there. I was just bragging on you. Dadgummit, you really kicked ass on Freedom Fest. I was super impressed with your set. Matter of fact, I'm going to try and cue one up here in a minute. If I can scrub it to the right place. Of course, if I do that, then I'll freeze on this screen, which I probably did a minute ago as I was looking at the lineup. But anyway, no, you're welcome, man. It was good to see people that I know on there doing well and performing. Michael's songs always sounds great, and I caught his first little bit there, and that was, again, typical of what he does. And naturally, he dressed sharply like he does in a red, white, and blue outfit, which he made it look classy. It could have, if I had tried it, it would have been cheesy, but he made it look good. So, good on him. Yeah, quick, hit the red light. Hey, hello, everybody. Yeah, drive safely, Mr. Hubbs. Don't get a boot in an accident because you were texting and driving. That's a no-no. I get tempted every once in a while. I went, don't be stupid, because I'm one of those dudes. I've got pretty tremendous concentration. Like my wife worked from home today, which she's starting to do once a week, and I'm down here doing my thing, and I go up in the kitchen, and she's standing there, and I'm like, oh yeah, you're working from home today. Because I was totally in my zone working, forgot even she was here and everything else. So, which was good. I mean, knowing my dumb focused ass who's big on routine, had I not bumped into her about that time, 4 o'clock would have rolled around. I went, okay, got to go drive and get Kay at work. And I might have figured out halfway there that she's at home. We'll see how this goes next week. See if I can do any better. But yeah, concentration, right? It's a thing, which is helpful if you have it properly applied. But the downside of that is if I'm trying to text or drive or read a text or drive, that's not going to end well. So I don't do it. So yeah, I'll just get focused and I'll drive right into somebody. No bueno. All right, so I feel like, I've been away and I was really disconnected from everything because of internet, and I was on vacation. I purposely unplug. That's the point of going on vacation, right? So I'm sure I missed a ton of new music. So I've got one new song that I really like, that I'll play at the end of the show, that it popped up right as I came home, so I was aware of it. I'm sure there's some other new songs from the community that are great, and I just didn't catch them. So I'll probably spend this next week gathering up a few so I can have them for next week's show. But and I got one good one new one that, and from 2 artists you don't hear much from. I don't want to say they don't do anything. But life and such, they're not as prolific as maybe some people in the community or whatever, but they make up for it by being stunningly good musicians. And this song kicks ass. It's a little bit of a different genre for one of the participants, and I'm going to tease it like that because I was surprised pleasantly and I dug it. I thought it was great, and I think you guys will too. So there's that. Okay. Oh, so you're home now. Yeah, Gary. The dad taxi gets to cool off for a few minutes anyway. Yeah, man. When you're the old man, you're never off duty. And that's just how it is. I mean, my sons are grown ass men, and but it's not uncommon for me to get a call from one of them or the other one going, "Hey, can you help me with this, or can you run me to so I can drop my car off, or whatever." My youngest, one of the vacation things, I think the last day there or this next last day, he says, my computer won't boot. I think it's dead, and that ain't good. So, and he came home and was going to take it in. I said, well, I've got a spare hard drive in case I need to back up the data that I'm not using. Come get it. He did. Well, it turned out it was just the power supply, the cord. That's all it was. So $40, he's back in business. So, hey, let's talk to a guy. You guys want to talk to a guy? I know I want to talk to a guy. Hey, it's Doug Kidder.
Chris. Hey.
What's going on?
Not a whole lot. How you doing? Hey, everybody out in chat. Gary.
I'm
I see you
doing
saying hi.
terrific, honestly.
I had to get my audio stuff going here. It was like it wasn't working. So,
Yeah, now you're all good. I can hear you.
yeah. Well, now you can, but.
Yeah. Hey, say hi to Les Nagy. Hey, how's it going, Les?
Les.
G'day.
Good day, eh? Good day, mate.
Yeah. So, how's Doug?
I'm doing well.
Good. Feeling good?
Yeah, feeling good.
Good.
Yeah. Been getting pretty warm here, though.
Yeah, isn't it? Now, I think you probably, because we talked about when I was on my trip that I wasn't that far from you,
Right.
a couple hours at one point, and the weather was rainy and cloudy and overcast, and then as we left, it was sunny. That
Right.
last day there was sunny, and it got warm.
Yeah, we had some cool days, but then yeah, it's sunny and hot now. So yeah. So I was trying to get my other mic going because of this heat right now because it's dynamic mic, and that wasn't working. So I end up with this condenser mic, but the AC is probably going to kick on, and so I might have to just do something different if it's getting too noisy or whatever. So
Yeah, we'll deal with it again. It's not a music show in that respect, so that's okay.
yeah.
You know, I will say though, even though it's not a music show, if you or any of my other guests ever wanted to pop on and just play live for the hell of it, I'd be great with it. But just throwing that out there.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually did think about doing I thought about doing the Mr. Smith song, but I think I'm going to wait till I've got it a little bit more refined.
Yeah.
But it's getting there. I mean, it's like, and I just do that thing together and yeah, for the for the festival. And I mean, it came out okay, but it was like, the mix itself was not good. So
Isn't it funny how self-critical we are on this thing? Again, I'm singing your praises because I thought you were totally on point, but I understand where you're coming from too. You know
right.
how you thought it was supposed to sound.
Well, and I compare it to the previous song. The previous song right before that, Things I'll Never Know. I mean, that everything was good with that one, but this is a brand new mix. I just threw together, and the bass was overpowering. It was just like some stuff was not right, and Mr. Smith's drums need to come up a little bit more because that was what was being featured, and it's kind of buried, and yeah.
Nah,
So I've been reworking on it. So.
that always happens.
And plus, people kind of got they've kind of got the words are kind of. I mean, it's just like my dyslexic mind. This is how it works, It's like everybody's kind of got it wrong as far as like what the lyrics are about, and I mean they are about what people think it's about, but not quite. In that it's much more. It's over but not gone, and people gone but not over. Well, it's kind of like when I was writing it, it was like it's over bringing us new stuff. It's over but it's not gone because this song itself is evidence of it's over with new stuff coming in all the time, but it's not gone. We're bringing it to life, and we keep him alive. It's us that keeps Mr. Smith alive. So.
Well, when you guys were on when I did that Remembering Mr. Smith show, and I said it because it's a very Irish mindset. As long as people are in your memory and in your hearts, they're never gone. Mm-hmm. And he had such a huge impact on this community and us as individuals that, yeah, I mean, I probably think about him a couple times a day. Just,
Yeah. Well, I've kind of ran into a whole new thing in my life. And a lot of it happened when it started really with my brother, and then when I lost my mom, and then in just the last few months, it's really been kind of weird for me because it's like she's gone, but I can still feel her, and it's like,
Mhm.
I mean, she's still here in a way. I mean, it's like it's been different than what I thought. I mean, this is a new something I've never experienced before, and I didn't even know existed. And that's kind of where this song is kind of coming from too. It's like they're always the energy that comes from you know our loved ones. It stays here. It doesn't leave. We continue with that energy, and it's like, and we keep
right.
them alive with what we do. With
Yeah, it doesn't dissipate.
no,
You have that lifetime of experiences and memories and sensations and, all those emotions. Yeah, they don't go away. Um, and I guess you could intentionally block them out, but
well, and two, I kind of think of things a little bit differently than a lot of people, because it's like it's like for me, it's energy that can, you cannot create or destroy matter or energy. I mean, you can convert them, but you can't create or
yeah,
destroy them, So I mean, and that's what I kind of come back to. It's like, and one line is energy transforms you, running in and out. It's our circuitry, you and me, all of us. It connects us. We're connected, you know.
yeah,
And that's the second verse,
nice.
Yeah. So,
Well, it's nice to hear the creative things I didn't mention, but not one. But I've got two new songs cooking that I'm
cool.
pumped about. I think they're good.
Very cool.
And yeah, the lyrics have come together. I was playing, I got the chords down, and I actually had both kind of before I went on the trip, but I refined them on the trip as I usually do. Came back, wrote the lyrics, and when I finish this magazine and do all the cleanup work that, paperwork and all that kind of stuff, I'm hoping to do a little recording next week. Hoping.
Cool.
And start getting these things down. And but I am going to do them a little differently in that I'm going to do roughs. I mean, they'll be in time, tempo, and all that kind of stuff. But I'm going to do roughs, and I'm going to send them to James Myers, and I'm
Okay.
going to say, all right, here's how I envision some of the drum things. Previously, I'd send them pretty mapped out. No, I'm not going to do it that time. I'm going to say, bro, you do you. Here's the kind of general ideas I have for these sections, and do your thing. And then, again, like you would do in a studio, the drums are down. Now we're actually recording.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's going to lead to better bass, more interesting bass. And just, I think it's going to be, it's going to be a more cohesive song in some respects rather than, and he's great about, getting on anybody's thing and making it work. But, I want to tap into him as an artist
Yeah.
and say, okay, now this is a little more collaborative. Bring your good stuff here, and then I'll adjust. As I get inspired.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that. But it'd probably be at the pace I work. It's going to be 30 days, 60 days before anybody hears anything. That's just
Okay.
how it is.
Yeah, I'm involved with another one too, with Brad, and I'm kind of looking forward to that one being released. There's is quite a collaboration that's taken place on that one, and I guess hopefully within the next couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, it'll be something coming out that. So yeah, and I think it's a great song. I'm really,
Oh, cool.
really, really happy that I was able to be a part of it.
Yeah, it's funny in that there are times that you do something and you go, I don't know if it's good or not. And other people either really dig it or like, okay. And then there's other times like, I know this song is good. I know it.
Yeah.
Now,
I knew-
occasionally people go, they don't respond to it the way you think they're going to, and like, well, okay, well, I liked it anyway.
Yeah. Well, I knew the song was good to begin with because it's like, but and I laid down some stuff for it, and I felt pretty good about what I laid down and sent off to Brad, right? Well, then after Dave got a hold of it and started fiddling with it, things started really getting. It's like, wow, okay, this is turning into way bigger than I thought it was going to be, and it's turning into pretty amazing, amazing sounding stuff, man.
Good deal.
Yeah. So again, I'm really feel pretty honored to be able to be part of that.
Yeah, it's cool working with other people.
Yeah.
And I've done not as much of it here in the last little bit as I'd done previously, but that's kind of how it goes. You kind of,
Yeah.
sometimes
it's
you're more
cyclic.
creative than others.
Everything's kind of cyclic, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, and there are definitely times where, like, I would like to collaborate, but I get going, and before I know it, the song's basically done. I'm like, what else am I going to do here? It's done.
Yeah. Well, so I missed the first part of the show. I didn't get so I didn't hear about your trip or anything. I'm sure you probably talked a little bit about that.
Yeah, I did. I gave the 20-minute vacation recap, and you can check the replay.
Okay.
No, but we had a good time. It was McCall, as you pointed out. McCall is pretty bitchin'.
Yeah.
I've never been there before. I like that place.
Yeah, I've spent some time in McCall.
Well,
And-
it turns out that my nephew, my brother's son, who's in finance like my older son is, his company makes frequent trips, about once a quarter, to the McCall area. They've got a number of clients, and as you pointed out, that area has a little money in it.
Yeah.
If my nephew is going up there with his boss and calling on clients there's some money, because they just don't go down the street for any Joe Blow.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to go through that area once a year on my way back because I go to McCall and then head east through the mountains, and you go back to a little town called Yellow Pine, which is like a population of about 26, and for this one weekend it turns into a population of about 2,500 because
Yeah.
they have a harmonica festival, and so you get all these people. It's the first weekend of August, and you get all these people that come from all over the place, from Wyoming, Montana, Oregon, California, everywhere, and it's just like this big, huge. You hear Orange Blossom Special a lot.
Yeah. Oh, weird. Really?
Yeah. But I mean, it's just it was a lot of fun. It was just because it was kind of a lot of bluegrass type stuff, and
Which I love. I mean, I would be all over that.
yeah. So it was.
But
way
yeah,
more
that's
than just-
beautiful in that part of the country.
Oh
We
yeah,
had great drive.
yeah. It's a beautiful area.
We didn't haul ass along the Clearwater River there, but man, what a beautiful drive, and just a pretty canyon. And the thing that the forests in Idaho are healthier than some of the forests here in Colorado. The pine beetle is not nearly as bad up there as it is here. And
Well, yeah, and a lot of it too is when they would come in there and they would cut all that dead stand down. I mean, because there for a while they weren't allowed to, and so
yes.
once they started able to go in there and start getting rid of the dead stand, then the kindling was being taken away. So the fires were, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, it's just common sense. The Forest Service, some of the states are finally figuring it out that our fire management in the West for the last 100 years was terrible policy.
Yeah.
The forests are designed to burn a little bit, every 20, 30 years. But, like the Yellowstone area, it was over 130 years that they hadn't had a fire there. And when the fire got going,
And when
no stopping it.
Well, they weren't allowing people to go in there and log those areas that needed to be logged for one
Of
thing.
course.
And so, and that was a big problem. So, I mean,
Yeah.
you have conflicted, it was just
Well,
kind
like
of-
everything, there's extremes are a poor place to be.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
do I think we should go in and clear cut forests? Absolutely not. No. But
Yeah.
on the other hand, not cutting at all is equally bad policy because
Yeah.
it all fucking burns to the ground, and then you've got no trees as if you clear cut it, but you also have all the erosion, and the soil is sterile for several years there, and then all the invasive shit can come in. So,
And when you're just letting that beetle kill stand, you're just encouraging that to happen even more. So I mean,
oh, I know, Colorado. Well, and there are areas like here in the state that even though they're allowed to log, it's just not feasible. And so
right.
Colorado's having some tremendous fires right now. This is going to be a bad summer for Colorado. Much of the state will be on
Well,
fire.
well, think about our winter. What winter did we really have? You know, I
None.
mean,
Yeah.
you didn't even have snow until spring, right? And that's Denver. I mean, come on. A mile high city doesn't get snow until the spring. You know, something's wrong there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was bizarre. Hey, Will D, what's going on, man?
Hey, Will.
Not the loss. I know what Will is referring to because that was, yeah, they. I would say Idaho has a less than enlightened view of marijuana,
Yeah.
which I don't pay attention to things, and because I live here. But yeah, as we're going through, my wife happened to mention, she goes, here in this state, and I'm like, no, really.
I do have to give a little shout out to Will because it's like I got the biggest kick out of the night that I was on G's and I did some Sabbath, and the first one I did, he just went. I mean, I watched that replay back just to watch him because I mean he's way more of a show than I am on that part, and it was just like it was so funny. It's like, Will, don't have a seizure, you know. It was great. Love that.
I'm looking forward to. I haven't played on G's show in well over a month.
Yeah, you haven't been there for a while.
No,
Well, you had first of all, you lost the internet that one time, and that was the beginning of.
yeah, lost my internet,
See you,
then
Chris.
lost the use of my leg, and then on and on and on, and then it
Yeah.
was gone. And so yeah, so it's been at least a month since I've been on. So,
Yeah. Well, and now Lori's taking her time. You know, I see that she's not on this weekend.
oh, she not doing it again this week?
Well, if she did, she didn't post anything, so
Oh well, maybe she's again she's
it's
she's
summertime.
wor-
You know?
she's working hard, I think, on her real job, and
Yeah.
trying to have a life. So
And it is summertime.
it certainly is. Although, and I saw it someplace, but somebody posted Friday nights suck without Lori, and
Yeah, it kind of does.
all the other shows are great, but Lori is kind of that middle, the anchor store like you had in the mall, and you got all the other cool stores around the anchor store.
Right.
So yeah,
Well, and her time slot is just such that, for us older folks, we don't fall asleep. So,
yeah. No,
but
her
if she's not on there, then you kind of just fall asleep. And it's like,
her
great
time
show,
slot
just
is money for me. That's when I have the best. That's why I'm usually on. It's like, "Rah!"
Exactly. Same with me. Yeah. Yeah. Summer girl.
Yeah. Indeed. Well, we don't begrudge Lori. Now, if Lori doesn't come on the show tonight, I'll be completely butthurt. But,
Can you say that again in slow motion?
yeah. Well, but the good news is, Irishmen like me don't hold a grudge
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
for centuries. Luckily. There it is, the GMA this Saturday open mic. So, yeah,
Yeah.
looking forward to being there. Again, although who knows? Now, between now and then,
Yeah.
life could happen again. But I'm planning on being there.
Yeah.
But I plan a lot of things that sometimes don't come to fruition.
Well, and two, I think I might actually perform that song. If I go on there, I'll perform that song because that's the other thing about that tribute that I did to Mr. Smith. That thing needs to really be done with acoustic guitar for me
Yeah.
playing acoustic guitar, but it was the 4th of July. And guess what's happening right outside my window? It was just like World War III, you know?
Yeah.
And another microphone to open up for my guitar, it would have been
No.
terrible, you know? So,
Well, again, yet another. I did talk about questioning a little bit of the wisdom of scheduling on that day because my neighborhood, same thing.
yeah.
It's like Mogadishu here. I mean,
Yeah.
they love the fireworks. Let me talk to Will for a second. You should be fine. There are no fires between you and coming by my place and up to Commerce City that I'm aware of right now. And we haven't had any hail or any of the afternoon thunder boomers, so you should be good. But check the forecast and check while you're on the way because, as you know, because you live here, things change in Colorado with rapidity.
Yeah. Be safe.
Yeah. Mainly,
Be
be
safe.
friggin' careful driving up I-25. I mean, my God, that's combat driving. Jeff Gordon would have got on I-25 at the rush hour and got, fuck this. These people are crazy. I'm not driving in this shit.
Yeah, you might want to bring your Satan suit. Just for,
Yeah, we detoured around getting out of town as much as possible and coming back, especially in the north past Fort Collins. I said, screw it. I cut over on 34. I went to Greeley and came down that way to my house because in that way I didn't have to deal with I-25 through all the bullshit. Because it is, traffic out here is impressive. And not in a good way.
okay.
I saw that today, or yesterday, because we didn't drive into work today. Yesterday, and I commented to my wife, I said, I don't know what's going on today, but today is, no matter what lane I'm in, I want to be in a different lane day. And I mean, the cars are going in and out like they're doing, a hair weave. I'm like, what are we doing? Traffic isn't moving better in the other lanes. Why are we going in and out? Just stay in your lane, man.
I'm so glad those days are behind me.
Yeah. Well, I still, I end up having let's see, what did I figure out? 36, I think about a 36-mile commute every day. I drive my wife to and from work. And, that's fine. I like spending time with her. It's a good way to go. And she has a very intense job. She's tired at the end of it. And I would not want her driving with all the morons out there
Oh, yeah.
when she was tired and not as sharp as she could be. So, that's been my job for a while. And again, it allows us to spend some time and chat about whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds like a pretty good deal.
Yeah, it seems like, it's like, oh, there's $3. There's another $3. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Well, here's something. I've got to offer it'll be public, but it's a semi-apology in that Doug posted a picture because we were talking about kayaking, and he posted a picture of a dude in a kayak, and I looked, and I went, I don't recognize this guy, and so of course I said, who's that hot hunk that you were boating with, Doug, or is that just some rando guy? And he goes, yeah, that was me about 10 years ago, and I went, oh. Apologies, because he had big arms and he didn't have hair like he did now, and I would not have recognized him, and he didn't have
20
glasses on.
Yeah, 20 years ago.
20 years ago, okay, yeah, well, yeah, my picture 20 years ago looks a little different too, so I get it. So like I said, a semi-apology I just didn't recognize you.
Yeah, no.
Things change. 20 years. Well, my driver's license which I don't have handy, but yeah. Colorado lets you keep it for several renewals, and my driver's license picture looks nothing like me at this point.
Yeah. Well, that kayaking picture was about 75 pounds or 70 pounds ago.
Well, that would make a big difference.
Yeah.
Like literally 70. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you say? It was kind of funny before you got frail, or whatever you said.
Yeah, well, that was a joke. I mean, I think Jade made
Yeah.
that joke here. I don't know, a couple months ago. It's like, you know what when I think I went when I ordered her the Let's Ode shirt, and it's like something about the size, and it's like she said made some comment about my size was frail.
Okay, well, thank goodness. Yeah, Doug, Gary was with me there. Didn't recognize Doug either, so I appreciate that. Well, it happens. If I could, I don't know that I have a picture of me 20 years ago on my computer, but if I
Yeah.
dug it up and put it, you might get a sense that it's me, but maybe not. I don't know. I haven't had a significant, I've been over 200 pounds for basically since high school, so I haven't changed that much. Oh, and when you get to a certain weight, like, I'm tapering off the steroids, and I'd been gearing up and changing my eating, and I'd lost 16 pounds before I went on this trip. Well, okay, that's cool, but somebody like my wife loses 16 pounds, we get her in the ER because, she's medically in danger. A dude like me loses 16 pounds, like, no
Yeah.
one's going to notice.
Yeah.
I would have to lose probably 30 pounds for people to go, is that a new shirt?
Yeah.
Just how it works,
Yeah, I went through a period where it's like I could lose quite a bit of weight without making it noticeable. But I mean, for several years now, I've been pretty light, and it's like in this last year, I've lost a few pounds. So, and it's been noticeable for me. I can
Yeah,
see it in
yeah.
my face.
Well, well, yeah, my wife had been the heaviest I think she's ever been in our entire marriage is 124 pounds.
Wow.
And she likes to be, around 100 and between 114, 116. Well, right now she weighs 102. And so she's, I mean, it's funny because my son and I are both bigger dudes, and he's hitting the gym, he's really buff and everything, but he really watches his portions of everything. So I cook for he and I to keep the calories down, and for her to keep the calories up.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's like me when I was back during that time when I was kayaking and stuff, and I wasn't fat. I worked out.
Oh yeah, no, I mean you look at the arms and go, this dude's in good shape.
No, but it wasn't fat, but I weighed
Yeah.
like 220 pounds, but, I mean, that was like that picture. I started thinking about that picture too, relative time wise. And it was like, that was probably 2 or 3 years after I had retired from playing football. Cause I've been playing city football for years, ever since school was out, I
Yeah.
kind of continued on and was,
I did that for a while. That, believe it or not, that was the only time I had ever got a concussion playing football.
yeah,
Was
yeah,
play
yeah.
all the years of playing in high school, and then
Pads
the,
and everything. Full
yeah,
pads
and the little bit in college and everything. No,
yeah.
but I
mean,
go fucking around in city league and everything, and I got my bell rung on one so bad.
Oh yeah.
And here's what I'm laying on the ground, and all these dudes are, over me, and they're going, "You okay?" And now you're a football player. You know how it is, Doug. You're like, "Yeah, I'm fine." But of course, in my mind, I'm going, "What are all these fuckers doing in my bedroom? And why is my ceiling blue with clouds on it?"
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that was my mindset. So I get up, and I was playing middle linebacker at the time. So I get up and I'm making some plays, and it was a full quarter before the lights came back on, and I realized that, okay, I'm out here, I'm at City Park, I'm playing football.
Yeah.
Because I had nothing. So cleverly, after a concussion like that, I went with my buddies to the bar, and we drank as much beer as we could possibly hold because
Real good.
we were real smart.
Yeah, no, I my very last year of playing, when I was 44 years old, that was the last year, and that very last season, one of the guys, his name Travis, and he was big like you, and we were playing, and it was toward the end of the season, and I don't remember exactly what happened, but the ball was thrown to me because I always start off as a quarterback, no matter what, because I could throw. but I threw my arm out early in the season. So when I came back, I became a receiver, right? And I was a slow, because everybody else was young and I was the old
Yeah,
guy on the
a slow white guy. Yeah, well,
Anyway,
every
yeah,
team's got to have
me,
one.
They threw me the ball because it was like, nobody on their team needs to cover this old guy. So, I was wide open. So they throw me the ball. Well, Travis, a guy like you, big, was somehow our two players collided. He ended up, the ambulance came and took him away because he broke his femur
Ooh, that ain't good.
on the field.
Ooh,
Playing
yeah.
it with flags. I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah. So big time stuff can happen, when you don't think it's because you're not wearing pads doesn't mean it's not getting violent out there.
Well, no, I mean, those rugby guys and, Australian rules footy guys, yeah, this is a serious game and you can get jacked up. Now, I quit playing football because I broke my wrist out there. And the wife and then I went to work because, again, genius. So I worked for a couple hours and I finally said, I need to go to the emergency room. I'm pretty sure I broke my wrist. And by that time, my hand had swelled up like a balloon and it was my left wrist. And so, there's my wedding ring and this sausage around it.
Yeah.
And they said, okay, well, we'll cut your ring off. And I went, no. You can't afford the divorce and neither can I. You got surgical lube, right? Give me some surgical lube. And I lubed up my finger and yanked that ring off. Fuck, did that hurt. But then they set my wrist and it was fine. And when that was all said and done and everything, the wife said, you can play hockey. This flag football stuff, you really need to think this through. And so I quit playing that. And I played hockey till I was 40. But yeah, I hung up the flag football out in the park with the boys earlier than that.
Yeah, well, I went all the distance, but I mean, my very last season. I mean, the very first two passes I made in that season my first two passes were touchdowns, right? and
Yeah.
and then I mean, and it just progressively got worse after that. And by my third game, that's when I got knocked out. And so that was my quarterbacking days were over with after that. I didn't know it, but.
Yeah.
But then I was injured, because I injured my arm. I'm lefty, so my arm I couldn't throw. So then I did something to groin. I couldn't run, and I mean just one thing after another, and I was just always injured, And so when I finally did come back, it was toward the very end of the season, and I was out there for the championship. We were undefeated, and this is the first team I'd ever been on. We were going to the championship for the championship, and it was we had a clock and everything on the field and refs and blah 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 blah, and our wives and girlfriends were all out there, in chairs and stuff. And so, anyway, this was the fourth quarter. 5 seconds left. We are down by 3 points. We're fourth down. We're on the 5-yard line. We got 5 yards to go. They throw me the ball in the back of the end zone. It goes really high, and I'm jumping up with everything I've got, and it goes right through my hands. We lose the game, and I walked back to the car, and I looked at Cheryl, my wife, and I said, that's it. I'm done. I'm fucking...
Yeah.
That's the end. I spent most of the time hurt, and then the very last play where I used to be able to catch everything that came
I
to
could
me.
be a hero, and yeah, Father Time is undefeated. At some point, you can't do it anymore. And I got that. That's when I was 40 in the hockey league. And, I was a goalie, and a pretty good one. That my last, I was feeling like my legs were starting to go. In that last season, my save percentage was going down as my penalty minutes was going up because I was frustrated and I was taking, frankly, dumb penalties because I was pissed off, and anybody that tried and skate through the crease, I'd just fucking truck them. And then I'd have to kill, I'd have to kill the penalty off. And, when I was a little bit younger and I was really on top of my game, it's like, we could be down a player. They ain't going to score on us. Well, they were scoring on us.
Yeah.
And when the season was over, the fellas were like, hey, so you coming back next year? And I said, we don't have to be subtle. Okay, I sucked this season, and it's not going to get better. Now I think I'm done. Now, interestingly enough, that next year, their goalie got hurt. and I'd still go out and play with them every once in a while, but got hurt right in the playoffs. So they were like in the championship game, and they said, "Look, we got another guy, but can you come back him up?" And I said, "Sure, I'll do that." So this other guy goes in, and he stinks. I mean, he is not. They're just lighting him up, and finally the guys go, "See what you can do." So I go in, and I take a penalty because, again, it's me. The guy skated through my crease, and they were really physical with my team. So one of their dickheads skates through the crease, and I trucked him. I knocked him the fuck out, flatten the thing. So we take a penalty, and they get 3 shots on me. They don't score, and so gives the guys a little bit of energy, and I'm stopping everything, and gets clock's running down. We get 1 goal, so we're down by 3. Still down by 3, so we get to the point is like, be ready to come off because we're gonna have to do something. Well, I jumped off, to get the extra man, and they didn't score anymore, but we didn't get the points. But anyway, I held him scoreless. My one appearance that year. So,
Good.
so yeah. Hey, let's all break into Springsteen's "Glory Days" in the wink of a young girl's eyes. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was a huge Patrick Waugh fan, and Patrick was feisty. I love Patrick. Hey, here's a guy. Everybody say hi to Hugh Caldwell. How are you, brother?
Hey, Hugh.
Hi guys, how you doing?
We're doing great. It is delightful to see you. How are
Yeah,
you?
it is.
I'm okay. I was deliberating whether to bother coming on because I'm heavily medicated.
Oh, that's the best time.
Aren't we all on some level? Yeah, I mean, some of my better Gmail appearances, I was
Yeah.
slightly overserved. Well, it's good to
Yeah.
see you, Hugh.
Yeah, thank you. You too.
Yeah. Well, let's just call it what it is. At our age, fuck it. It's good to be seen, right?
Fuck it
Rather than
indeed, mate,
viewed.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so what have you been up to, Hugh, other than trying to feel a little bit better?
I've been learning songs without playing.
Okay.
Really?
Expound
so-
on that.
I've been going through my big Beatles songbook, the big giant thick one, and just memorising chords and lyrics and
Nice.
writing them down. So when I do play them, it'll be easy.
Well, that's a cool way to do it. I'm not sure I could do that. I have a very visual, tactile memory system, so I could look at something, I might remember it, but I gotta do it at the same time or it doesn't stick.
Yeah.
So is this a proven method you've done before, Hugh?
No.
No. There it is. No. Well, maybe you're onto something. Maybe you
Work
can
in
learn
progress.
something. Well, and it beats sitting around going, boo-hoo, I can't do anything else. I'm a big believer in moving forward in however you can do it. So I like
Well,
that.
That's the thing, Chris. I mean, the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've been out of the game, and I've had a lot of time to think.
Yeah.
So I've been putting a lot of things together in my head that I think might work. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, there is a mental thing to a lot of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's-
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah.
Yeah. My hands were crap for a while there, and they're now back and whee. Oh,
Yeah,
good
no,
again.
that's good.
Acoustic guitars, right? They continue to dumbfound me. I've got this Eastman E10D TC guitar, right? Adirondack spruce top, mahogany back and sides, and it's highly desired in the acoustic guitar community. So I bought one, and it came, and I was like, I don't get it. It's kind of sounding a bit
Really?
crap, right?
Yeah.
So I let it sit like I do. I'm great at this, right? I let it sit for like almost 8 months to a year, and then decided to put new strings on.
Okay.
And I swear, honestly, it came to life.
Cool.
Sometimes it's a simple thing like that is getting the right strings on, or strings that maybe you're used to, and you have a benchmark. And
This baby
Oh,
here.
yeah.
okay, well, see, he's got, he likes it because it's right there.
Yeah.
Well, I've been playing it non-stop for 2 weeks. It's like,
Okay, I get it.
just to give you a couple of chords, Chris, right?
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. Nice. Nice sounding.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Really smooth and deep. I like that.
Yeah, that's it.
No, that was
Sorry,
fantastic.
that's it. Adirondack top. I struggle to say that word.
Adirondack.
Yeah.
Hey, there are some words, right?
Yep.
There you go. Yeah, Gary Hub, show us your ditties, bro.
Hey.
A little ditty.
Now I've got to tell a story, and you guys are going to be proud of me. Well, I think you'll be proud of me.
Probably all
I
right.
went, of course, in Bozeman. I went to Music Villa because, duh. And
Love those guys.
they're awesome. Mario, my man. So walk in, they set me up, and pick up anything you want to play. And there's a couple things I'm still kind of looking for. So I went through the electrics and I played a couple Les Pauls. I played a couple PAF equipped or P90 equipped
Okay.
guitars, including an Eastman, which it was okay. It was an Eastman knockoff of the Gold Top, and
Right.
it sounded good, but I did not like the neck.
Yeah,
And
that's what it's all about.
well, and that's the thing, they had modeled the early Les Paul neck, which doesn't work for me as
I
well.
don't like them. I don't like
Too
'em either.
chunky.
Yeah, it's too
Yeah.
chunky. So, and again, I'm playing around, and I avoided the Fenders. I didn't play any Fenders there. Did play that same Gretsch that I looked hard at here in Denver. Now, here's the interesting thing. I didn't end up getting that Gretsch here because the nut was cut wrong, and the G string was just fretting out. So this one, that wasn't an issue, but it needed a setup bad. And that's very unusual for guitar there, to need a setup like that. And so I could not, it sounded great, but I could not really properly evaluate it because the neck needed an adjustment. It was not intonating properly, on and on. So
Yeah,
Anyway.
just put you off.
yeah, it was like, So I'm wandering around, and I go to
No.
the acoustic section, and I played a couple things that were cool. I played a Gretsch resonator guitar, so metal body. And the thing about it's got basically a triangular neck, but this thing sounded so tits. Oh my God, it was amazing. My wife was like, damn, that thing sounds. So I'm having a great time with it. Played a couple other ones in there. And, by that time she was bored, Sean was bored, and, they went out in the parking lot and they were going to hit the vape. I'm like, all right, I'm going to play one more. I'll see you out there. And the last guitar I picked up was a 12-string Alvarez.
Oh yeah.
And I played that. I went, oh, hello, sailor.
I've got one of them. I've got one of the. It's like all maple ones.
Yeah, this one was a blonde. It was
Yeah,
it
same
was
thing.
friggin' gorgeous.
Cutaway.
So
That's an Alvarez right there.
yeah, I mean, it was amazing. So I'm playing it, and I'm like, ooh. And Mario comes in, he's checking on me. He's like, man, that guitar sounds good. You like it? And I went, yeah, I like it a lot. He goes, let me see. And it was $680. Well, I happened to have $700 cash on me that I'd been squirreling away. And until my wife found out about it. So I don't have it anymore.
You have
Anyway,
an Alvarez now, huh?
well, that's where it gets interesting. He goes, yeah, let me see it. And he picks it up and he starts noodling on the way past. And I'm like, well, fuck me. I went, Mario, you should just buy it. You sound a hell of a lot better than I do. I mean, he was a good player.
Yeah.
But he goes and he goes, I can do this for $580. And I went, oh, I got to think about it. And I walked out, yeah, because, and here's what it came down to, boys. I've got my 12-string Yamaha that I bought in 1980. Sounds amazing. And this Alvarez, as good as it was, didn't do anything different than
Right.
the 12-string I already own. And at the end of the day, it's like, am I really going to pay almost $600 for a duplicate guitar as good as it was? And,
Yeah.
and the answer was no. So, yeah, I called Mario back because they were closed on the 4th. I called him back the next day and I went, you know what? That was a great price and everything. I appreciate you, but I'm going to take a pass.
I'll say big things though about Alvarez guitars, that they are probably the most underrated guitars on the market.
I was super impressed with this one.
I own 3. I've got a Dreadnought MD60, I've got a slope shoulder, and I've got a 12-string, and they all punch way above their weight.
Yeah, that was. This thing had it all over the Taylor that I had played a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take mine over
You,
Martin.
well, Doug,
Mike?
I've said about 2 or 3 times, your guitar sounds gorgeous, man.
It's a Yari.
Well,
It's a Alvarez
Japanese, there you go. But
Yeah.
Hey,
But yeah, it's
beautiful, beautiful.
I love Alvarez. Yeah, I think it's
I
like
was impressed, but I still do not own an Alvarez. I will probably pick up a Gretsch before I pick up something like that because again, Gretches do things that none of my other guitars really do. So
Yeah.
I could justify that.
I've got a few of those too. Gretches.
I'll point this out since Jeremy's in the chat. Jeremy, because he's such a cool dude, knew that I was having some problems holding the pick, and he sent me a couple of these Black Mountain finger picks, and so I started playing them, got used to them. I found Jeremy up at Music Villa, the Black Mountain, but the thinner ones. So they have that same kind of rebound that I'm used to with my Dunlops, but on the finger picks like you sent me. So thank you for turning me on to these. And so now I've got some more tools to play with. I bought another one. I'm trying a couple different picks now because I'm continuing to have a little trouble holding the Dunlops that I like. Now I did find Dunlop 50s and they're triangular and they're much bigger. I can hold those better, but they're super hard to find. And I'm going to have to mail order some. But these finger picks are bitching. So, Jeremy, thank you for sending them to me and turning me on to them.
I have to use picks with a really heavy grip now, sandpaper or
Exactly.
whatever.
That's why I like the ones because they got a good texture to them. But I'm finding the bigger ones when they're new with the texture are good. Now I tried another one that was triangular shape and it's got a shitload of texture. It's got so much texture I don't really like it. So
Yeah, well, I've got some a couple of expensive picks that I just can't use anymore because after having psoriatic arthritis, my fingers insides are like so smooth.
Yeah.
I don't have the moisture in my fingers, so it's like I'll ding 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 bang.
and it's gone. Yeah.
Away the pick goes.
Yeah. Well, it's funny how you get into things that work for you and then because I've been playing those Dunlops literally for 2 decades.
Yeah.
And then it was like, all right, well, I'm going to have to make a little adjustment here because.
Sounds
Chris, I'm sending this guitar here, right, to Cody.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh,
Is
that's
it okay if I play a little tiny bit of guitar to let him hear it?
Please and thank you. Go for it.
Cheers, buddy.
That's the one Cody's referring to then, maybe.
Yeah. Awesome.
Cool.
You are a great player and a very generous man. God bless you, sir. Yeah.
Sounded really good, Hugh.
Yeah, that sounds great. Goldie, that will so I'll look forward to that landing on your shores and for you to come on and play it when you get it.
Oh, absolutely.
There you go. Hugh for Prime Minister. Yeah, he would make a great Prime Minister.
Yeah, I agree.
Like guitars for everyone. I don't know. I can't solve homelessness. I don't know about anything else, but everybody's getting a fucking guitar.
There you go.
I'd vote for that guy. Indeed. Oh, that sounded great, man.
Cheers.
Cheers to you. This is so therapeutic for me hanging out with you fellas and seeing all the cool people in the chat and going back and forth. I have super missed this. So,
Yeah, me too.
yeah, that's great. Well, and we'll have to, I'm glad you guys are on because we won't have Lori tomorrow for at least one more week.
Oh, is she off again?
That's what Doug says.
Well, I don't see her advertised. She's not even here, so I don't know.
Yeah, that kind of indicates.
I
don't know. We should look.
If we say her name 3 times, will she appear?
Yeah, maybe.
Laurie Candyman. Laurie.
All right, let's just see. I'm gonna go to Lori's channel right now, so I'll be frozen. So ignore the frozen bearded guy. Let's just make sure that we're not speaking trash here and doing fake news.
Right. No fake news.
No fake news, please. We get enough of that shit. Okay. 2 weeks ago. So live, let's see. I don't see anything scheduled.
She's slacking again.
Well, okay.
Lori's slacking again.
Well, again, she's earned.
You like my Welsh rugby shirt?
Oh, yeah. Very
Oh,
cool.
look at that. Nice. I'm wearing my Sunray Music Company, which is either in Nashville or it's, in fact, bullshit. I'm not sure which. I think it's in Nashville, but
I'm wearing a Hawaiian shirt on account it's really hot.
yeah. Well, when I got back from my little vacation, it was stupid hot in Denver. It was 97, 90. It hit 100 on the drive home at one point, and so
That's what it was yesterday. 100.
yeah, I did a little bit of work outside one of the days, and then I came in the house and I'm like, oh, and I stripped down to shorts and flip flops and just sweated for the next hour because it's so stinking hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's accurate. I just wanted to confirm. That's what we thought we knew, but now we've confirmed that we're not spreading lies and misinformation. So there you go. And I didn't say, I saw Jerry pop in and everything. Hi, Jerry. How are you? Good to see you. And welcome back to the show.
Hey, Jerry.
Well, it's good to
Hi,
see
Jerry.
Jerry. I don't know what he's working on. Do you know what he's working on, Hugh? You working with Jerry on anything right now?
I am two things. I owe him two lots of guitar
Ah, nice.
stuff, and have to pull my finger out.
That's
But wow,
not
because
what she
Jerry's
said.
fucking amazing. So
Yeah, no, you got to bring your A game. I certainly, the one song that I did with you fellas, I enjoyed the hell out of it. It was fun for me. 'Cause
Fun
it was
for us
just
too.
that was just kind of that 70s rock that I'm all about. And so I just got to chug along on bass and do a couple little nifty things, but just basically just keep it driving. And
it was it was awesome.
that was fun.
Remind me what it was again. I know I watched it, but I can't remember.
Peacemakers.
Peacemakers. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the Peacemakers' fourth song, I think.
Yeah, well, then this was the title of it was the Hooray for the Peacemakers. So
Yeah,
that was good. Hooray! Hooray for the Peacemakers.
Peacemakers.
I can still do it. That was, I think that was the one thing Jerry, maybe he didn't know is like, hey, you want to do a little backing vocals? When he asked me to do backing vocals, it's like, you get like minimum 3 tracks. Like, here, I'm going to do these many parts and then do whatever you want with them. So,
That was one of my favourite guitar solos I've done because when I was trying to work it out, I was about 14th or 15th fret, and I bent a note, and I thought that it would be a good time to do a kind of go right back to fret 1 and then do a chord going up the neck that way,
oh, yeah.
the same chord, and it worked.
Fun stuff. It's fun when you have that kind of inspiration. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
what I particularly liked about that song was KVK, Clayton Von Kluge, had
Yeah.
some keyboard parts, and the interplay between what he was doing and what you were doing really worked out. And I think that's where, because I kind of got involved in the early stages there, and I'm listening to it, and I made a couple suggestions to Jerry, which he graciously availed himself to, and just like, here, we've got this cool keyboard, and then we got this cool guitar. Let's let them, get in their own spaces, but here's the part where they could really interplay nice, and I just thought it was bitchy.
Yeah, but I mean, Jerry is honestly he's a dream to work with. He's open to anything and listens to anything and always considers everything as well. It's like, he's so good.
I think that's cool. And what I appreciated was I just said, look, I'll tell you point blank, we have that. I come in with the SWA rule run. It's your song. You do what you want. I'll make suggestions and you can tell me to go F myself, or if you think they're helpful, whatever. It's your song and everything. And yeah, to your point, Jerry's like, no, I can see, where you're saying here that could work. And so, that was nice.
Nah.
I love working like that.
If I could just say, Doug, on the GMA Festival the other day, I was so impressed.
Oh, thank
Right?
you.
He killed it. He fucking killed it. There was no, he just came in blazing and he was on point for 20 minutes straight. Boom, 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 boom.
The last song had me in bits. It was gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
It didn't come out really the way I wanted it to, but yeah,
I get that. But again, live, we can all critique the shit out of ourselves live.
Right. And the thing about it is
but-
that was a song. The other ones things I'll never, whatever, that one song that I do all the time. I ran through that one time just to kind of refresh my memory.
Right.
And I ran through it one time early in the day and it's like, okay, I got this one. And the song before that, the one that I just sort of been making that up the whole time, that was total improv. I mean, and I always do that there's songs in every festival that I could never repeat because it's just nothing but improv, right?
I
But
love the way you work without a net like that. I don't have the balls to do that.
but 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 the last one, this is the thing. The last song, I practiced that over and over because I wanted that to be, but I still ended up messing it up, But I mean, it was like because I think I was so tense about it, I didn't relax like I just needed to, and da 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 da. Da, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and that happens. And yeah, when you get tight, but it was a moment in time, and
Yeah.
the energy and the moment was it was really perfect. I felt.
Well, and the thing about it is, what made me feel good is I went back and read the chat that was going on while that was going on, and it was everybody was just like, wow, and it was like that was pretty much, it was kind of like me going back and watching that one thing on Gmail a few weeks back where I'm playing some of that Sabbath and watching Will D. I mean, I was more entertained by watching Will D than I was anything else in the whole.
Yeah. Well, again, that you get a little feedback or energy from the chat sometimes after the fact.
Exactly.
The last one, Sunfest, and again, to your point, I know myself really well. And I'm reading the chat and thing, and people are going, "Oh God, his voice is so amazing," and he's doing all this kind of stuff. And in my mind, I'm thinking, "Oh, you people have no idea. I was struggling vocal. I did not feel like I had my normal power, my normal range, and it was fine,
Yeah.
but it was much less than I'm capable of doing. And so, I'm glad people enjoyed it. That was fantastic. I listened to it and went, it's okay.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have done better, but it's live and you dance with what brung you. And sometimes you don't have, especially as a vocalist, Doug, sometimes you don't always have your best stuff. And
No.
the thing is, you got to fight through it.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing about it is what I really need to do is I just need to relax and just go, okay, I got this. And if I just relax, then because my vocals are so much about me relaxing. If I
Oh.
get tense, then I'm doomed. Especially
You're
when I go
doomed.
when I do that high voice stuff. If I get tense, oh man,
You
I can
you can't do it. And yeah, you run a real risk of damaging your vocal cords when you
Yeah.
push through on those higher things. Here's a little vocal tip for you guys out there. Relax.
yeah, absolutely.
You want to sing, and we all want to sing the
Don't
high
do
stuff.
it.
When you want to sing, the higher you need to go, the more you need to relax
Exactly.
and let everything be loose. And then those notes come effortlessly,
Not only
relatively effortless.
But it's more than just the notes. It's like having when you get up there and you have the control to do whatever with that note, add vibrato as it trails, do all these things that takes control of your voice to do. You can only do that when you have a certain amount of relaxation
Yep.
coupled with you also your muscles in your throat and our stuff are also tweaking at the same time. So it's a combination of being relaxed and when you can feel it, man. When you hit those notes,
When
you
you're
can
on
feel
it,
that-
you're on it.
Oh yeah, and
you
feels
know it. Yep.
So good, yeah.
That's
And it's like
nice.
you almost start showboating with it when you really are in it,
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while. But yeah, I've been known to do that. Like, oh, I'm feeling it tonight. I'm gonna hold this note forever. Oh, I can keep going. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Chris,
And I did
got
that too. And
Yeah, go ahead,
sorry,
you.
sorry.
No, go ahead. What were you saying?
No, I got a lovely letter from Valerie this morning,
Oh, okay.
and she sent me this beautiful, if I can show you, patch.
Oh yeah, look at that. Oh.
You see it?
Yep. Yeah. Hold it right there. Everybody
yeah,
can
yeah,
see
yeah.
it's Mr. Smith patch.
I did see that earlier. Yeah.
And
That's
other a few other things as well, and a beautiful letter too. So I was a bit watery eyed this morning.
Yeah. It's tough off and on. I of course, I couldn't watch the service live because it was 4:30 in the morning my time, and I had to get up literally at 3 the following day to drive home. So, and I started watching the service, and then the phone rang, and I'm like, I need a solid, hour, hour and a half, however long it ran, to just watch it. And, it's not going to be the same as being live, but I definitely want to see it and, kind of have that little bit of closure in that respect.
Yeah.
But it was fantastic that Valerie was able to get over there. I mean, that was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Well, she's going to come visit me again early next year.
Oh, that's great.
That is great.
Yep. She is a lovely, lovely person. And,
Yeah.
and I'm not just saying that because I know she occasionally lurks on this show, but I would say it if you never had ever come to my show, because she is a lovely, lovely person.
Doesn't she also make like pedals and stuff?
Oh yeah, no, she's got talent falling out of her. Let's say nose. Let's go with nose. Yeah, she's got an art studio. She paints. She makes picture frames. She does metal work. She builds pedals.
So talented. Yeah.
She, does her own screen printing of T-shirts. Yeah,
Do you have one of her pedals, don't you, Hugh?
I do. She made a custom reverb pedal for me,
Nice.
and it sounds amazing.
Oh,
It's on my board right now.
that's so
Yeah, you pedal bros. Because I've looked through her pedals a bunch of times, and I thought, ooh, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. And then I got, what am I talking about here? I don't use pedals. I was one of those kind of guys that back in the day I had, 7, 8 different pedals for my bass and everything. And then it was 6, and then it was 4, and then it was 1, and then it was none. I was one of those kind of guys that went that way.
The last pedal you had, what was it, Chris?
The last one that I used on my bass was a chorus pedal. And chorus on bass is pretty bitchin'.
It is. It really
But-
is. Yeah.
But even that, I got to a point, it's like, no, I don't want any effects. I just want to hear what this bass sounds like through this amp setup.
My guess was either chorus or compression. That was going to be my other.
Well, the compressor was built into the amp, and I never didn't use that.
Okay.
So
I can do a full gig right with a compressor, a reverb pedal, a delay, and a boost.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, for
for
that-
guitar, that's
Well, with a nice amp, you can't go wrong there.
yeah. Overdrive was one of the ones, and that was probably the second to last pedal that I quit using. But I was one of those kind of bass players. I didn't use the overdrive a lot. And it's a cool effect on bass. For the record, everybody, I love Gary Hubb's bass sound. I love it.
Yeah.
But it's not something I do or did very often.
Yeah, actually, Gary's bass kind of reminds me of Getty's bass sound.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
And
Which, that's a
it
good
may be
thing.
the difference between, he's playing a Fender, bass where I play Gibsons, and the humbuckers on Gibsons have a different tonality. And I didn't feel like the overdrive was that. I didn't love the sound of it all in combo with the other things. But that's just, your mileage may vary. Now, have I put a little dirt on my bass on some of the recordings I've done? Yes, I have. And I'll do it again, you dirty bastards.
The wonderful thing, if you ever work with Gary, is when you hear the isolated bass, it's like, bring
Oh,
it
yeah.
on.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I get a little bass chubby. It's like, oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got a great bass sound. Yeah,
He really does. I would love to discuss the merits of Big Muff. That's one I never owned that one again as a bass
That's one
player.
pedal I could never get my head around. it's supposed to be a classic, right? And I've tried to use it numerous times, and I think it sounds like Mr. Hanky.
I'm kind of with you. I've tried it at a couple music stores, and I was like, I don't get why people are nuts about this thing. And again, yeah, I'm sure you got to get it dialed in, and depends on your setup. But I was like, I don't get it. But
Nah.
I never tried one. I don't know. Never tried a big muff.
David Gilmour's a big fan, but he's David Gilmour.
yeah, I mean, well, again, you know what? David Gilmour is going to sound pretty good, no matter what you put him through, right?
Yeah.
Because let's review. He's David
A
Gilmour.
metal muff.
Yeah, there you go. Metal muff. The green Ibanez Tube Screamer. I always thought that was a great pedal. I did own one of those for a long time.
Some
With a
people hate those.
Stratocaster, it's beautiful.
Some
Yeah, I
people
wouldn't.
think they're
Honestly, that would be one. I wouldn't mind either. Well, I mean, again, I don't really want a pedal per se because they're kind of noisy for required. But I should look into getting an emulation, a plug-in of that thing, because it's a pretty distinct, pretty bitchin' sound.
And another pedal, you know how a wah-wah pedal, everybody thinks funky stuff or Jimi Hendrix or whatever.
Right.
But you can use it as a tone control.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Martin Knopfler. Money for nothing.
Exactly, yeah.
that's right. Look at this, guys. Lori's Mishmash is here.
Hey!
Hey, Lori.
She's nowhere tomorrow, apparently, but she's in our chat right
The
now.
missing Lori has arrived.
As long as you got clothes on, I'm hoping you come on and say hi for half a second anyway.
Even if you don't have clothes on.
No, we're not that kind of show.
He's probably baking cookies all night or something.
Yeah, probably. Or getting ready for meeting. She's been meeting woman.
Yeah, she's been having lots of meetings lately. 4 in a row, it sounded like today.
Okay. JHS pedals. Okay. Bonsai. Well, that makes sense.
Bonsai.
Bonsai.
I've got some JHS pedals,
Okay.
a reverb, and something else. No, something else.
Yeah. Now the Boss Overdrive, I did own that one. That one was good too.
I got that one. Yep, the yellow one, SD1.
Yep. SD. I had their pedal tuner. I had it flanger. Believe it or not, that is the one pedal I actually still think I have. That I probably back up in there someplace.
Flanger.
Yeah. Now again, flanger. How often do you use that on bass? Not very friggin' often. But
How
I
often
would.
do you use it on anything anymore?
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those. It's a
19
cool effect, but I mean that was
19
overused a lot, and I'm not huge on it.
Well,
Yeah, it
my
was overused in
favorite
the 70s.
favorite effect is a Univibe.
Yeah.
Because a huge Hendrix fan, I like to play songs like Who Knows and all the Band of Gypsy stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. Cold
You can let a note hang for like 20 seconds and then bend a note for another 30 seconds.
It's a long time. Oh, it's you on the screen. I was trying to get rid of it.
Yeah. Don't get rid of you.
No, not you. I was trying to get rid of the comment that I thought I could get rid of.
Yeah. No. No. I will say, when I'm on it, I'm so used to running this show, helping with lawyers and everything. When I'm on a panel and I don't have control of it, I'm always going over there trying to do things like you're not an administrator, you're not on the show, you're
It's like, yeah,
you're
it
just a
wouldn't
pretty
go-
face. Just
And it wouldn't go away. Where's the little X at? Where's that little X at to get rid of it?
yeah,
It's not there.
exactly.
See, I'm halfway through doing a EP of Jimmy's stuff using this pedal.
Oh.
Okay.
You talked about that pedal. I remember that pedal.
Yeah, Digitech kind of came on the market and became somebody kind of as I was getting out of it. So
Yeah, you and Coldy were talking about that pedal beater here about a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The-
And it was getting so wet in that conversation that I had to actually excuse myself.
excuse
Honestly,
me, boys.
it's the most underrated multi-pedal I've ever played. It's like the tones are so good. So good. And it's like the great thing is for each, there's like 7 songs, right? And for each song, you've got the rhythm track sound, and then you click the button, or the pedal, sorry, and you get to the lead one, and it's like the whole thing is just there for you, you know?
Nice. I'm going to put me down here and put Hugh on top so you can cover my face with the comments. Who loves the Brian May guitar sound?
Oh,
Is there anybody that doesn't?
I'd like to meet him so I could punch him right in their ear and go, what is wrong with
talking
you?
about the most unique original guitar player probably of all time.
I love that guy.
And his sound is so unique. You just
Oh,
as
yeah.
as soon as you heard that guitar, you knew it was Queen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and their very first ever song, right? "Keep Yourself Alive." If you put that on,
Yeah.
and you know that's their first ever song, and you've got Brian May with his homemade guitar
Yeah.
and a sixpence as a plectrum. Listen to that rhythm, that opening rhythm. It's like fucking, it's way ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the one that gets me cranked up still after that high volume, Tie Your Mother Down.
Down. Tie
Dun,
your
dun,
mother
dun,
down.
dun. Oh, bam, bam. Oh, come on, let's
Take it.
go.
Take your little brother swimming with a rock around his neck.
Oh, my goodness. That is classic.
Yeah.
Day at the Races came out when I was, I think, a sophomore in high school, and on cassette, and I wore that mother out. Okay, there she is. Yay! It's the queen of Friday nights.
Yay! What's up? I'm losing my
Hi, Lori.
spot. Hi guys, I miss you guys.
We missed you too.
Yeah.
What's
I just came
going
in
on?
to break up the gear talk. Oh my god, it's been crazy. But
Yeah,
I
that
missed you,
needed to happen.
Chris.
Are you ready for pedal talk, Laurie?
No, I have no idea who's Brian May. That's the last thing I heard. Now, is that like Stray Cats guy?
No. Are-
Oh, that's Stetzer.
okay, you're gone. All right,
Listen.
who's Brian May? Jesus.
It's been a long day, Helen. But it's only 10 a.m., Stanley. All right, anyhow.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I got the chat over here. I had a troubleshoot. I lost power. I don't know if you saw my comment.
Yeah, I did.
Hottest day of the freaking year.
Oh, of course.
Wow.
Anyhow, am I shouting?
There was a big football match in Boston earlier.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, this quarter-final of France and Morocco.
Who won?
France.
France.
Well,
France.
about time those surrender monkeys win something.
Is this like the last game or something?
No, it was the quarter-final, so there's still another 3 quarter-finals to go. Then semis
It
and
never
finals.
ends. It's forever.
It never.
Ever.
Well, I only asked because I give us those live updates in our chat room, and
Yeah.
I haven't seen any more to choose from. And I'm like, what's it ending? Or maybe
Yeah,
haven't
there was
chosen.
a day off, and now it's only like 1 game a day for the next 2 or 3 days. So
okay, cool. Hi, Jeremy. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Gary. Hi,
U.S.
Liz.
went out. I didn't care anymore.
Yeah, sorry. I need to catch up. I was not on all night. So yeah, it was like 7:00. I had a crazy week at work. It's gonna be a busy summer. That's why I'm taking half a break. But my husband was like watering the lawn, and I was like wrapping presents for the baby because we're gonna see him this weekend. And the power went out. I said, "Oh fuck no! I am not gonna have no AC tonight." So I run out to the yard. And I'm like, "The power just went out." He goes, "Yeah, I just heard the transponder." Anyhow, long story short, it came back on within 40 minutes. So we were sitting outside to get a breeze, and the neighbor came over, and he just wouldn't leave.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Just had a few
well,
beers, and then actually my husband ghosted, and I got stuck outside.
Oh, Chris, damn you.
He pulled an Irish piss. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like the Irish goodbye. I was like, what happened to that
He's like, I'll be
fucking
right
guy?
back. He gets up really early. So, and then I'm sitting with my neighbor and I go, bathroom lights off and he's not coming out and all his shit's out here still. So, yeah. And then I had to call my mom back. It's been crazy.
Yeah, you should ask the neighbor, hey, do you want any of this shit? He's not coming back. Fuck it.
Oh, it was a huge bowl of weed there. I'm like, anybody smoke? I'm like, he just left it. His phone, his glasses. I'm like, what a mess.
Yard sale.
Obviously,
He's a little high.
high. Or weed.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
I was
have
a
a
good girl. I
chat.
brought it all inside, but
Yeah, I got a weird neighbor, and he kind of came over while we were doing the rock thing, and I didn't like the vibe on this guy. Well, he came over and harangued my sister-in-law and brother-in-law while they were watering and taking care of. I'm gonna have a chat with him and go.
that's annoying when you're in the middle of a job, especially. It's like,
bro.
don't talk to me when I'm mowing the lawn. I'm sweating my ass off. I don't want to have a conversation.
I'm a pretty friendly neighbor, but
Yeah.
you've gone over the line, and now you're on my I don't like you list.
Oh.
And I've lived here so long, I get along really well with all my neighbors except for 3 of them. And you fuckers know who you are, and you never can come on my
They watch
property.
it.
Yeah, I'm sure they hate watch this show like some of you people hate watch other shows. Like, what's my
My neighbor's
fuck-
really cool, by the way. I would never stay out there
Yeah.
a long time with him if he wasn't. He's a good guy. We're
My 2 neighbors on either side of me have been here for decades. They're the best.
I
Yeah.
was going to say
This guy's a renter from kind of around the block, and
My
I
neighbor.
don't like this
Renter.
dude. Yeah.
I had the same neighbours for years and years who were lovely, and then both moved out, and the new ones are like nothing.
oh, I hate that. And
My
your
neighbors-
houses are close, right, Hugh? Like,
Very, yeah.
yeah, same here because it's beach.
You
street,
reach
so
out
it's like,
and touch it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
my
know
neighbors-
Felix goes to your neighbor's house all the time and just sleeps over, or used to.
Used to, yeah.
Used to.
And had to chat about his catting around ways.
Yeah.
Like, what are
My
you
neighbors
doing?
just die. That's all they do.
Yeah, well,
They
that's
do.
nice.
I mean, it's like just last week, one died again. So, and
Can you come up in volume? It might just be me because
Me?
my AC is on. Yeah.
oh, okay.
I don't want to struggle to hear.
he's been on here for an hour and a half. and
No one's
fine,
told
but-
you?
No, he's been fine.
It's
you're
just me.
deaf
I
and-
can't hear.
Am I all right now? Is that
Good.
better?
Better. You're
Oh.
good.
Hi, Dougie.
Hi.
How you feeling? Hugh, how you feeling? Chris, how you feeling? Oh my God, everybody's.
Not too bad.
I do have to tell you the story about the one neighbor who died last week,
Why
and
don't you
she
shake your
died.
finger at me?
And she died.
Good.
she died, and after she died, it was really weird because this woman had like really big black hair, huge, and she was 82 years old, and when she died, there was all these crows. There was like, and they're really big, huge, and there was like a dozen of them, and they lined her carport, and they were quiet. They just lined it, and they just sit there for a long time, just
That's
quiet.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Paying their respects to the queen crow with the big
That's
hair.
exactly what it was.
I was
mean,
gonna
it
say, what's that have to do with her big hair? But yeah.
Yeah, it was the queen
Wow.
crow passed
Crows
on.
know.
So, yeah, it was kind of eerie, actually. You know,
Seems
No,
like,
the
yeah.
the Norse believe that the crow or the raven is a harbinger of death. You see the
Yeah.
crow,
Wow.
then yeah.
and I kind of believe it now. After that, that was a really strange.
Was it living in her hair? What? Leela, I can't see without my glasses. I thought, oh yeah, they were living in her hair. Boomer's here. Hi, Boomer.
She did have big hair.
What's going on,
It was
Boomer?
pretty black.
We
Anyway, folks, I'm getting very tired. I'll bid you all good night, and I'll see
Okay.
you later on.
Oh.
Cheers.
you. Thanks for
Good-
coming
good
on.
seeing
Good
you.
seeing
I
you.
love
I'm glad
you.
you're
It's good
feeling a
to
little
see
bit
you.
better.
Yeah, get better.
Thank
Yep,
you.
get some
Cheers.
rest.
Love you all. Bye.
All
Love
right.
you.
Love you too.
Deal with
Bye.
it.
Deal with it. Crazy.
All
My
right.
volume wasn't on my mic. That was why I was so low.
And I'm the only one to point it out.
I can hear Doug just fine. Or I could hear Doug just fine.
Well,
Now, if I listen
You
to
have
playback,
earphones in, don't you?
yes, of
Earbuds
course,
in.
because I'm a professional.
No, stop. Yeah, no, I am going on vacation, Chris, as you come up. So don't be jealous.
Yes.
Don't be jealous.
Okay.
I'm not going to be because, again, how can I be jelly? I just got done with a great vacation.
I know, but I never want to come back from vacation. I want to go back to work.
I do. I had too much to do. And again, I'd lost 16 pounds.
On vacation?
Well, before I left, I gained 5 back on vacation. So it's like back to my normal routine here because we were eating in great places. And even though we were only eating like, either breakfast or a little bit of lunch and a big dinner, it was,
Good greasy stuff.
out of our routine. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no counting calories on vacation for sure.
Oh, no, I didn't even give it a thought.
No, that's ludicrous. That's not a vacation.
Well, where I'm going, it's where my parents and my sisters rent a house, and my family's Italian, as you know. And last year I went when I was still just into the 4 months of keto,
Yeah.
and I went there, and they did the Costco run for the holiday, right? Freaking cookies, muffins, donut, the whole counter is just filled with stuff. And I went nuts. I had ice cream, and I'm like, I'm gonna die this week. I'm gonna die. But I was fine. I only gained a couple pounds just from bloating, and then you take it right back up.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't jumped on the scale, but I probably already lost a couple of them. So,
Yeah, it's all inflammation. I mean, a lot of sugar is not good for you, obviously, but
well, and that's something I don't ever eat. Even, when
you don't have the sweet tooth.
no, even when the family was ordering desserts, which as a rule we don't do, I didn't have any. The only dessert I had was a very nice port at the steak restaurant. Oh my God, was a 20-year port. It was the best port I'd ever had.
Nice. Wow.
And I've had 30 and 40-year ports, and this was superior to all of them. So
Was this in McCall?
yeah, at the steak restaurant,
Cool.
the Narrows steak
Are they
restaurant.
Blue Boomer? I didn't. Yeah, I don't. I have so many glasses here. I don't know which ones I'm wearing. But thank
They're
you.
blue. They're blue.
Are they blue blockers or just blue rims?
Blue rims.
Yeah,
I have my
Thanks.
green lens on. I have my.
Ooh.
I went
one.
rimless tonight, and
I have blue ones right here, but
Oh, those look blue. Yeah, I'm the only one with really, really bright lights. So it's probably why you can tell.
it's too hot for bright lights here. It's way too hot. My air
yeah,
conditioner's
well,
running.
my lights are LEDs, so they don't add any heat.
Me too. And I have the air conditioning going on at 62 right now. I'm dying.
Yeah, well, I ran the fan for a minute before the show, and I'm like, I can't run this fan during the show; it's too noisy. But damn it,
Is mine
My lights
noisy?
are-
Is my AC noisy?
not really.
Is
I
mine?
can hear a little hum, but it's no big deal.
Is it Lori or is it me? Let me mute myself. Is it Lori or is it me?
No, it's just me.
No, it was Lori.
Okay. 'Cause mine's on
You've
right
got
now.
a little bit too, but again, that's no big deal.
Everybody's got a
dynamic
hummer.
mic now.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
wouldn't change mics.
more
Bye,
more
Hugh.
hummers.
Sleep well. Who else
Yeah,
is here tonight? I feel bad. I haven't seen anybody. I did.
Oh, we got the chat is full of cool people,
Totally.
and they're having a
Coldy
good
telling
chat.
me I'm
which
just
is
in time for pedal talk. Less talking about big
Yeah.
muffs, of course.
Well,
Pedals. Well, pedal to reflect on what happened. Pedal talk started happening when we talked about Valerie because I had the question about Valerie makes pedals, and that's where we took off from.
we got
And that's
off
how
on
we
the
end up
pedal
in
talk.
gear land.
You don't have listen. You don't have to explain to.
I know, but you seem
Mama.
to want want some kind of accountability here. So
We're giving you accountability.
You guys are guys, and you guys are guys. You guys have
Last-
gear, and of
Check
course,
you
I
up.
expect you to talk about it.
Yeah, I
Still
mean,
a guy.
as far as I can tell.
Dougie.
Did you miss the ailment section? Yes, you absolutely did.
No, you didn't. We're going to start it right now.
We got it right over the top.
Shoulders killing me.
there's no ailments going on today.
Yeah,
So-
No,
no, we've
I feel
got
great
it out of
after
the.
a few beers.
Actually, I have one wrist problem, but that's been going on for a while. So,
Yeah.
but it's better than it was. So, the gallbladder ate itself. So, who cares?
No, it came back. You said.
But it came back and it's eating itself right now because I'm eating whatever I want and no problem. So
Okay.
I'm on the way to gaining weight now.
Yay. Good
Yeah.
deal.
Mhm.
Well, I told you look hot in the canoe, and you still look hot.
There you go.
It's two
It just
different
looks
types.
different. Yeah, different Doug. Well, again, we all look different than we did 20 years ago. Hello.
Right.
But, to be fair, I'll try and dig up a 20-year-old picture, Doug, and I'll put it in the chat so you can go, oh, well, you don't look anything like that either. So, and you'd be
Yeah.
right.
It's good.
But yeah, to your point, Lori, I actually feel terrific.
Good.
You know, it really energy is back up at normal levels there. It was I didn't have it afterwards for about 2 weeks, but like
Yeah.
I worked since I've been home. I worked till 11 midnight last night. When I'm
You
done
were
with the show
catching
here
up.
in 40 minutes, I'll probably work till midnight 1 a.m. no problem. So, and I couldn't do it before we left on the trip. I just
I'm
10
happy.
o'clock came around, I was out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you were saying
duration.
that. You can't just didn't
Yeah,
have the stamina.
duration.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stamina.
so
Yeah.
yeah, did not have the stamina, but much
Yeah.
better now.
good.
So
It's good to know.
Well, we had 3-day weekend for July 4th, which is awesome. We had great weather. Lots of fun down here because it's beach town and we have fireworks and people gather. And I went back to work on Monday. And since Monday this week, I'm like, I'm getting to bed early. You guys see me in the chat. I'm like, going to bed early.
gotta go.
I have a lot going on at work, which is unusual for the summer, but it's just so happens that I do. And so it's just meeting after meeting. And I'm still exhausted. Like today, I was like, I'm so tired. And I'm like, it's
Happens.
stress and accumulation of everything. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Plus
Yeah.
heat. Heat will really kind of wipe you out.
And the heat. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
to be fair, it's been raining for the last 2 days and it was only like 68,
Work with me on this, okay? I'm trying.
but it was
Work
the
with
heat
me.
too. It was the humidity. It's not
Yeah.
the heat.
Oh,
It's
the
the humidity.
is the worst. I'll just tell you, but Western boy, I cannot hack the humidity. I could never. I love parts of the East Coast. I could never live there.
It's dry where you are now, right?
Oh yeah, it's always dry here. Even when it's snowing in the winter, the relative humidity gets up around maybe 40%.
Ugh.
It just we don't do humidity here, and I don't do it. My hair gets pretty wild when it gets humid. So
Yeah.
I said I was sitting outside and I'm like, there's nothing I can do with this right now. It's just frizz and
Yeah.
waves.
Used
Yeah.
to own a timeshare in Cancun, and humidity used to get pretty outrageous. I
Ah.
took a
You know
guitar
what I
down there.
hated, Doug, as a kid? I would like, you go away, I'm going to Aruba. Oh my God, I love it. I got cute outfits. I'd step outside of the hotel and boom, my hair would just like go nuts. I'm like,
Absolutely. Yeah.
can't this place just be dry and beautiful
I
and
know.
warm at the same time?
I don't
I
like
can't do
play-
anything with my hair.
Well, one time I was like, I was like, I got to take a guitar because every time I go down there, it's like, I just am so yearning for a guitar because you walk out and all you hear is Santana for 24/7, So
Yeah.
so I thought, I'm gonna take guitar. So I took a guitar down. Well, that was a big mistake because it's like, okay, go down and do whatever and come back up to the room. You look at the guitar and it's like water vapor on it, just,
Ugh.
and it's like, oh.
And it's probably out of tune. I'm
Oh,
sure the
yeah.
strings didn't stay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they-
but the water part of it, being out of tune is one thing, but water on a guitar,
that's not
That's
good.
not good.
no.
No, my guitars are used to dry. Well, I don't like being in any place where I feel like I need to get in the shower to dry off.
Right.
Yeah, that is not fun for me.
Yeah.
No,
Cold
I
shower,
don't
yeah.
enjoy it. Well, just to be less wet in a running shower.
Yeah.
No fun. And the other thing is when I go down to the coast and everything, again, I don't know what you people do with all that oxygen. I can't deal with it. It's like this air is so thick. Stop it.
Really? Yeah.
yeah.
Because obviously, if I came to a higher elevation, I would be wheezy. But
Oh yeah,
that's
you'd be
something
like,
you're used to. Yeah.
how do
Yeah.
you breathe? Well, for me, that's normal, and so
Yeah.
I go down there and I
Feel so
feel like
heavy.
I'm breathing pudding.
Yeah. Nasty. Hi, Pookie.
Black Magic Woman. Oh, yeah. Played that a jillion times.
Waving the wrong way as usual. Hi, Pookie.
You'll keep at it. You'll get it one of these times.
Well, I guess I could, since I have two monitors,
Yeah.
I could put the main monitor on the right and the chat on the left, and then it would look like but I need to see right in front of me. I can't have
Sure.
the webcam over here. So
Yeah,
sorry, it's going to be a little backwards.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Your basement is 90% humidity. Usually, or 80%. Usually, those are
Yikes.
dry ones. Aren't the basements dry?
Oh no, God no. Basements because colder air sinks, and yeah,
Oh, they get dank. They get
yeah.
dank.
Oh, dank. Yeah, well, you would know that. I mean, if
Moist.
you've ever been any place back east and any of those lower levels in Boston, they're dank as hell.
Heck, where was I? Where I walked in? Oh, it was my hairdressers the other day. So the hairdresser, sometimes hairdressers have like I don't know if it's everywhere, but a house, and they live upstairs or they live downstairs.
Yeah.
And I went outside for a smoke, which is through the back area of the house. And I'm like, this smells like my grandparents' house. Like it was so old. And I looked, and there's like stairs that go down. And we don't call it, us Italians don't call it a basement. We call it a cellar. I go, that's a cellar. Cellar, but we call it a cellar. So that's just like near a cellar. And I just remember that dark, danky cellar stuff with the old-fashioned fridge that had the mold in it. You had to open the freezer, and it just stank.
The smell.
Am I just talking about my own stuff? No one else.
Yeah,
The
no,
smell.
I've experienced that in
Okay.
some of my travels, and yeah, I
Hi,
don't
Dog
find that
Pod.
pleasant.
It's a smell that comes with that.
I will unhide your comment, Dog Paw, since nobody else wants to. Humidifier got me to 40% inside. That was blocked. Chris, you got to change your settings. YouTube held that comment.
I have no settings. My settings are say whatever the hell you
You haven't
want.
touched anything. Yeah.
No, I don't. Again, I don't.
Yeah.
If you get blocked or dropped on my channel, you have been an outrageous asshole. Because I'm pretty liberal on stuff.
I don't know why they kept certain words.
Yeah, and all of those words. I mean, dropped humidity.
Inside,
Oh,
maybe?
69%. If it had
No,
been 70.
he said 45.
Well, no, but the comment here is 69. That's why it blocked it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I looked at the wrong one. I'm seeing humidifier got me to 45%. Okay.
Humidity is
What I approved
69.
was the 45% one.
Dropped
Okay.
to 81 here.
Well, that makes zero sense, but
Yeah, whatever.
everyone's numbers look really good. Yeah. Numbers, humidity. God,
Ooh,
Oh, ni-
people
96
chat.
ag-
Yeah, the weather.
Would 96 get you there too?
yeah. I am
Right.
excited though, because next week's going to be like mid 80s and sunny all week. And
Nice.
most people, if you don't like the heat, that would suck. But I'm going to be on the beach in Maine.
That'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
nice. I like Maine.
Who cares? Yeah. I'll go to the golf
Well-
course. I'm going to bang a gorilla again if I can find one on
Oh,
the mini
that's
golf
right.
course.
This is a gorilla banging zone.
Well, that was Cape Cod.
Oh.
This year we're going to Maine, but I'm sure I can find a gorilla to bang on a golf course
Well,
if I'm
Yeah.
diligent.
Yeah. Well,
What am I
mean,
saying?
Up in Maine, it might be, a Yeti or Bigfoot that,
Could be a Yeti.
Could be, yeah.
and I don't think you want.
Kind
It could
Same
be
thing.
Uncle Joe up in Maine. You never know. It's up there.
Yeah.
Uncle Joe
yeah.
is a big yeti.
Cousin
Wow.
Ed.
I think I've said it
Sorry,
on this
Maine
show.
Cousin Eddie.
I really like Maine.
Yeah.
A lot of the people that live there, what the fuck is wrong with you?
No.
I really, I mean,
I hope they're not watching.
is it just because there's only cousins available? And I mean, I don't get it.
Never
Maine's
been
kind of a
there.
weird state. New Hampshire,
It's
right
weird.
before Maine, they're so
Vermont.
friendly. To me, they're so friendly.
But
And then you go above Maine and you get, well, Vermont, but the Canadians are getting close and they're so friendly. So I think Maine just feels like screwed. And
Yeah, I
so
don't know.
weird.
Bubby's
Yeah,
got
it's
some kind of complex.
It's main character syndrome. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
one of my really good authors who I like a lot and I've met numerous times lives in Maine, and he's a delightful guy, but he's still a little weird. And I mean, I don't know. I think it's something
Does
in the
he
water
know your
there.
channel?
No, none of my train nerds watch this stuff. Thank God.
Does one eye go this way and one eye go that way?
No, he's well. Now I was going to say he's a normal-looking guy, but no, he really isn't. That Ichabod Crane, that really tall, lanky he looks a lot like Ichabod Crane.
Yeah, that's creepy.
So, yeah, delightful guy.
I'm sure it is.
But yeah, I mean, our favorite burn my house down guy is very typical of Maine residents.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. Anyway, but cool trains in Maine. I would go back and power through the seafood and ride the trains in a heartbeat. And Kay wants to go to Maine in the fall, and I'm like, let's do it. Let's go.
It's a lot cooler than here because you're getting up north. So in the summer, and
Yeah.
so when I say mid 85s, I was looking at my weather here. It might be even cooler there.
Oh, I would imagine it
And the
is.
ocean's freezing compared to here, but
Oh,
it's
well,
refreshing.
East Coast oceans are, to my blood, pretty cold
They're
anyway.
cold, yeah.
In
Yeah.
Maine, forget about it. I mean, you're
You get
talking
numb.
North Atlantic. It's cold.
Yeah. I was in
Super
my
cold.
water here. I can't tell you what the temperature is, but
Yeah.
it was hot enough for me to dunk my whole head under.
Right now, the temperature here is 81 degrees, 27 Celsius, with 18% humidity. Southwest wind from 3 miles an hour. Barometer 29.86. 2.30.
Weatherman,
Oh, yeah.
the barometer pressure.
Well, now swimming in the ocean, like I've swam around Florida, and that was cool. And I mean, the temperature is nice in the ocean there. I was out there for a while. I've tried to do the same thing in Southern California. Fuck that. That water is cold.
Southern California is?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
It's shocking
Wow.
how, well, the Pacific is a big ocean. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Be specific.
And it's even in California off, where were we? Not San Diego. Anaheim. We were in Anaheim, California. And even off there, it's stinking cold. All the football guys. We went with my son when he was in high school in the football tournament, and
Yeah.
all the big football players. They're all getting in the ocean, and their big asses are getting right out because it's so cold. And
I haven't been to
and I like-
California in a while, but I don't remember it being. Florida is definitely warm, but I don't stay in there too long because of all the sharks and critters. I'll
Yeah.
dunk, pee, do my business, and get out of there.
That's right. Here, yeah, pee on a hammerhead and out.
Right? Stingray.
Southern California, you can actually have warm times when the water's
Oh,
warm.
Cookie agrees.
Yeah, and I know that's true, but you notice that all the surfers out there almost always have wetsuits on because it's pretty cold.
Yeah.
Unlike, like Hawaii or something like that, where you're in your shorts and you just go surfing.
The one thing I'm proud about my beach here in the Northeast is you can get a lot of some gorgeous beaches, but my existing beach right across the street, you can see through the water.
That's
Like, you
nice.
can see, it's not like seaweed everywhere. You can see
Yeah.
where you're stepping. It's very clear, like almost like Caribbean clear. But that tells you it's cold too. I think when it gets warmer, it gets murkier because August, all
yeah.
the floaters come in, and I'm like, ugh, stepping over seaweed and wondering if it's a
I'm pretty
jellyfish
fortunate.
or whatnot.
Right outside my house is a river called Clearwater, and that's exactly what it is. It's Clearwater, and it's clear
Clear.
20 all year round. It's
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Clearwater. That's a beautiful river. Oh my goodness. Because we
I know
drove
Clearwater,
along it.
Florida. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
the
when-
river I grew up on. Huh? I used to swim in that river every day of the summer.
Yeah, I do love summer though. I can't complain about humidity and all that because we don't get it that long. We get like 2 months,
Yeah.
3,
I-
2, 3, 2, 3 months.
2-3 months, no
2
more
3.
than that.
Yeah.
I think actually my favorite time of year is fall. That you can get the colors here in Colorado.
beautiful.
It's a little crisper.
Yeah.
The sky is such a brilliant blue here in my state, and that's
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
my favorite time. Spring is nice. I like winter. I do.
I don't
Summer I like, but it's honestly probably my least favorite season.
really.
Yeah.
Well, you can do things and that's cool, but I don't love heat. When you're
There's a
built
lot
like
of people
me.
that don't like it. Yeah. I mean, spring and fall do have great temps. Fall depresses me a little bit more because I know what's coming next.
Right.
And
Exactly. That's
I start to see
exactly,
fucking pumpkin spice coffees, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like,
that stuff is
I want to hold on to the
dumb.
summer, and then
Lori,
the
you're
orange
just-
comes out. And
You're just like me that way. I do because fall is like I know what's coming, and it's
yeah, I
like,
know what's
oh,
coming.
yeah.
Believe me, I'll have a great time in a beautiful, dry, still
mean-
warm fall night, but spring, I'm
Yeah.
excited because summer's around the corner and I get
Exactly.
the beach and the sunlight's till 9 instead of
And life
6.
is.
I like
life
the
is-
longer days. No, no
Yeah, the
doubt
longer
about
days.
that.
Big time.
You know, evening when it's
Hi,
still
Gordon
light.
Lee Weaver.
Hey, Gordon, what's going on? How you
Gordon's
doing?
here.
GLW.
Yeah, I like that
Houston.
portion of it. But you know, I
Yeah.
like fall because hey, it's going to snow at some point, and I love snow except for this year, which it
Yeah.
never really snowed.
You didn't get any snow
spring.
until the summer. Yeah.
No, pretty much. Now, interestingly enough, when we were on this trip, the place we were gonna stay and got screwed out of because the owners pulled the rug out from us less than 3 weeks before the trip. You fucking bastards.
Yeah, right.
I'm still waiting for my wife. She's too nice. I said, I'll get on VRBO and I will rip them because anyway, but it's literally where we were supposed to stay. It snowed. You couldn't get over the pass in Salmon, Idaho. And so we're driving through, getting to my dad's place in Bozeman, and there's snow all around in the mountains. And my kid was up there in January helping my dad out after his back surgery. And he's like, there is more snow on the mountains right here, right now, than there was in January when I was here. It was
Crazy.
crazy.
Weird season you had, yeah, for sure.
It was
And it was
bizarre.
so dry. Not even just no snow. It was so dry. You would
Well,
have to like, the fire warnings.
it-
We didn't get rain. We didn't get nothing.
yeah.
And on going back to that story, I think you actually going to McCall instead was probably a good thing for you to go to experience that.
I'll tell you what, we came out smelling like a rose. It was a bigger house. It was a beautiful house.
Yeah, you were saying that. Yeah.
And so, yeah, we actually fell into the tall cotton there. But, you know, my poor wife, we're Saturday, and she goes, you fucking got to be kidding me. And she's on a tirade. I'm like, what did I do now? And she's like, they canceled our reservation. I went,
I don't
and
understand.
I wasn't connecting the dots. I went, what are you talking about? She goes, our VRBO in Salmon, they canceled it.
Yeah,
And I went,
that's
you
rude.
have got to be kidding. So she spent an hour and a half, and you know, I'm Googling driving distances while we're looking at potential places, and we finally landed on McCall, and she said, I found a good place in McCall. How's that driving wise? I said, not ideal, but it's close
Yeah,
to
how much
closer
further
for
did you say?
Christopher. It ended up being another 250 miles.
250?
Well, I drove almost 2,000 miles on this trip.
Oh my god! Yeah, I know you're doing a lot of driving, but I
The
freaking
West
told
is
you.
big.
Is there any like
The West is big.
consequences of them canceling without notice, or
Again, we have the ability because we have a superior rating on that. I mean, we're like the best rating you can get, and we have the ability to go on and trash them.
yeah?
And I plan to. If my wife doesn't get to it, because I'm on the app too, and I'll get on and say, "Fuck you,
Yeah.
you fucking fucks."
But no
Well, but-
reason. They didn't give you any excuse or not.
Oh, no, they said for environmental reasons, which means it was the 4th of July weekend, and they decided to either take the house back themselves or they rented it to one of their buddies and for more money.
Yeah.
But
so
environmental,
it was-
they're like, oh,
Yeah, no,
we're in
it's not.
danger. We could have forest fires here or so, whatever.
Yeah, so I hope either they or
Good night,
whoever they
Jeremy.
rented it to had a terrible time with all the snow and they slipped and broke their back.
No. Totally.
Again, I don't hold a grudge, luckily. Anywho, but that was so. Tell us a little bit more. You'll be gone next week on your little vacay. You'll be up in Maine. What are you planning to do with the fam?
So my family usually rents a house for the full week. They always rent a house. I shouldn't say usually. They always rent a house for a full week. We used to, when our kids were young, all 25 of us would go away together, and it was stressful because the kids were young. Like
Yeah,
we were inside making sandwiches and changing diapers, and I'm like, and this kid's screaming, and everybody has different schedules, you know.
Yeah.
So we stopped doing that as the kids got older, but they continued. A couple of them continued the tradition of either going to the Cape or going up north. So every year I go down. I said I'm going to go down for a few days. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go down for a few days, and when I come back, I'm going to have a few days off. Still
nice.
here in I live near the beach, so I don't usually try to go away in the summer.
Yeah,
If I go away, I like to do it in the winter. But it's always fun hanging with my sisters and the kids. And
Sure.
I'm
Well,
gonna
I
have a
bet.
great. Yeah, we'll
Well,
play
and it-
board games and like I said, go mini golfing and eat ice
Wow,
cream.
and eat like kings.
Eat like my mom. They don't just shop at Costco. My mom pre-makes all her like macaroni and meatballs and we're gonna have cutlets on Thursday. You know, she's got all her Italian meals planned on top of all
Okay,
this.
here's my eyebrow going up.
What?
You're in fucking Maine. Why wouldn't you be out eating fried clams and going
Oh, we
and
will.
getting oysters and lobsters? And
They're there for 8 days. So, and then my dad takes us all out and we'll do the whole
Okay.
seafood thing and he'll pay. And yeah,
you
it's
better
pretty
oughta.
great.
All
It's pretty
right.
great. I talked to my mom tonight. Like I said, that was after the neighbor left. I got to call my mom back. And I said, what can I bring them? Nothing. We have blow up mattresses. I go, what do you want me to bring for
Fiberglass
food? We got
grills.
plenty of food. I said, cool. I'll just buy a bottle of rum and show up with my pillow.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
See you soon, Mom.
Yeah. All right. I'm here.
Heidi ho.
Yeah. Arr.
I
Ahoy.
did tell her they don't care what I do. We all hang out together, but because I'm there for a limited time, I said, do we have any specific plans on Tuesday night? And I don't know who's watching, but I want to meet Ron and Jenny Wolfstone because they
yeah.
live about 40 minutes from there. So we talked about this.
Yeah.
And my mom's like, I don't know why. And I said, well, I'm going to meet some friends that I know. She goes, oh, honey, it's your vacation too. So I'm hoping that they're around Tuesday. I'm going to call them and see. And we're going to hopefully hook up.
Here's my puzzled
Very cool.
face. I mean,
What?
I barely know Ron and Jenny.
Jenny.
I thought they lived in Florida.
They do.
In the winter, they're lucky. In the winter, they go where it's warm. In the summer, they go
Okay,
back
so
where it's
I'm not
cold.
nuts. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. I didn't realize that they
I'm
were
not
up
going to
in,
dox them, but yeah.
up north in the summer
just-
and down south.
Yeah,
Okay,
they just
Yeah,
came up
yeah.
a couple of weeks ago, didn't they? I think Ron.
Yeah,
well, that makes sense. Okay,
they had to drive back. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. I don't know if it's going to happen. It's hard when you're only there for 3 days and
yeah.
40 minutes apart. And I certainly don't want to drive 40 minutes like after being on the beach all day and then work
Yeah.
in like a town I don't know. So I'm hoping I can meet up with them.
Yeah, the
I
other
get
night
it.
when Ron had a show and Brad was his guest, I think that was his first broadcast from up there after they just got up there. So they just
Yes, and I missed that one because I was co-hosting on GMA's.
oh
So I missed that one.
Oh,
But I know
that's
the
right.
one the week prior, he had a pre-recording of all his guests that were on there
yeah
because they were on the road. It took them like whatever a week to
Yeah.
drive back from Florida to Maine.
Yeah.
right
So we did a pre-recording. But yeah, it would be fun.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever caught his Saturday show.
it's good it's really good yeah.
I think it's at a weird time for me.
It's right
Yeah.
it's kind of at the same time G's starts. They kind of have a conflict actually for the first
Okay, yeah,
hour.
well, that's because I'm never around the first part of G's show either because I'm cooking or whatever.
Yeah.
So okay, well that's why.
Yeah, it could be tough.
yeah
Yeah, time zones are a thing.
yeah
Well,
that's the
I knew they were
problem,
East Coast. I had that down, but
Yeah. Well, and-
whereas we were talking about your show is like it's grooving down the middle for me. When your show comes on,
Right.
it like I've eaten, I've cleaned up the dishes, I've had a few, I've chilled,
Yeah.
I've done whatever, and like, Lori's show, let's go.
that's 10 for you. That would be perfect for me.
It is. It's perfect.
And I was talking with a friend, and I won't mention any names. I'm like, maybe shuffle it around. Do I go on at 8 instead of midnight? Midnight feels late for me, but I still want to be up for Gary anyhow.
right.
8,
Yeah.
I'm not freaking ready at 8. I'm like, I've worked a full day at Friday. I got to have a dinner here. I want to relax. I got to get my notes right. There's no way I'm like rushing to go on at 8. So yeah, midnight is for me.
Well, your time
fits.
is just perfect because it's like it's still right. Like right now, it's still daylight. I mean, it's still not dark yet when you come on. So
Oh shit, it's 12:30. Yeah, no, I'm glad it works out for a lot of other people. And it
Well,
is
West
Friday
Coast.
night for me, so I don't have to be up. But like I said, this summer I'm taking a little break because
That's
I don't
good.
want to sleep my Saturdays away. I have
right.
stuff going on, and
Yeah, no, I totally
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, selfishly, it's like because Kay she's done by that time Friday night. She's like, peace out, dude. Whatever. And so
yeah. No, I
I'm
could
like,
do it for the same reason, but I'm trying to take care of myself more as well and not stay up till 4 a.m. all the time.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
sleeping in the day in this summertime, it really sucks, you know, because it's like there's so much to do.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
hot.
And again, I'm not saying I'm taking the whole summer off. I'm playing it by ear because if I see a rainy Saturday coming up, yeah, I'll throw my show up there. So,
Yeah. There you
but
go.
yeah, this week, obviously tomorrow, no is a no. Next week, I'm just coming back from Maine, so that's probably a no. But next week I'm going to be on Lisa Noel's show on Friday.
Mm.
Okay.
Not that that's going to interfere with mine because she goes on at 7, and I think I'm going to be on Ron's on that Saturday. So, you know, I
really?
don't want to do that much screen time. So
No, I get it.
I
At
have fun on
least
my
it's
show.
another show that time wise I usually don't catch because she's.
It's
like,
hard.
yeah.
It's 7 for me.
That's-
It's like
yeah.
7 Eastern for me, and yeah.
Yeah, her
Yeah, I
show
think it's-
comes on just too early on Friday for me.
Yeah,
Too-
well, I'm either still working or I'm driving or I just
yeah.
don't
I mean,
catch it.
still sometimes I'm not even here at that time of day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you know, the cool people get it. You don't have to be. You can't be at every show. You don't.
No,
have to
can't
be at every
do
show.
it.
It doesn't mean you
And
don't
so-
like them, but they get
No,
it. You know?
has nothing. No, Lisa's a
Right.
hoot.
Yeah.
But there are some shows. Again, you just you
Well,
got to live your life, and there are
exactly.
some shows that you might like the performer a great deal, but it doesn't
Yeah.
work to be there on a regular basis.
Absolutely. I mean, I have people that say, "Oh my God, Laura, it's 5 a.m. for me." I'm like, "Honey, you don't have to come. Really, I'm not going to be offended.
Yeah,
I
5 a.m.,
still
I'm
love
like-
you, you know, or whatever
Yeah.
to anybody." Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
let's,
just so many
let's have a
shows
little.
on, you can't
Yeah.
catch them all.
What, Dougie? You moving away from the mic again?
Oh, I'm sorry. I said there's so many shows on you that you can't catch them all. I mean, just
That too. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know.
That too.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh,
in the
Huey.
winter time for me, it's a lot easier to catch more shows than it is in the summertime because it's just
Yeah, no, I do a lot more because I'm in and I'm sitting in front of my computer and I'm working. So I catch Jade, I catch Pete Johns, I catch a lot of those shows way more often than I do normally because especially on Saturday afternoons I'm out. I'm working in the garden, I'm outside, I'm
exactly.
not around at all.
Mhm.
And so in the winter though,
yeah.
Days are shorter
if-
in the winter, so your activities get less. And yeah,
yeah, if
you're
I'm not
inside,
shoveling
it's like-
snow,
I
can-
welcome watching everybody. Yeah, it's
I
great.
don't want to be outside where it's cold and wet and damp. And
Yeah.
I'm too big of a
Hi,
baby for that
Burns.
shit.
Yeah, there are many shows.
Hey, look at this.
Many shows.
Burns,
Not a bad
back
thing.
to recording music. Oh, glad to hear that, man. That's good. Said a good.
After a 5-year brain fog. Yeah, that happens. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
So sorry to hear that. Yeah. But I'm glad you're back.
Yeah.
Well, just this is, I didn't know if you were going to be on tomorrow or not. But I prepared just in case you were. And I practiced guitar and I had,
Oh,
I had a
that's
killer
so
song
cute. Now I
picked
feel
out.
guilty. Do you want me to go live?
no.
No, I don't want to because, yeah. Again,
I
want to do things on Saturday. I want to be a zombie.
It was a good excuse for me to practice. you
I
know?
love that. I love that. Yeah.
was about ready to jump on Chris's bandwagon. Oh yeah, and I practice a song too. And
Now
Well,
we
you'll
don't
be
want you
all
to feel
practiced
guilty.
up by the next time I go live. So that'll be
I'll forget it. But
No, I still want to do like the open mic thing, which is
I'm
cool.
old.
And yeah,
yeah, I think that's a fun part of the show. Yeah, just a little,
Yeah, I love it.
talk and entertainment, a little music, little talk, little games.
switch it up, talk.
No, your show's great in that respect. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Well, I like your show because there's not a lot of shows we just talk about real life. We just talk about what's going on with us. And just
Yeah.
be yourselves or be goofy and get
Yeah.
people to be goofy with us. But yeah, this
Well, I think it's important for people to just be real with one another. There's far too much edifice in the world and even in our community sometimes. Everything's great. Well, maybe it isn't. Here, I'm going
we
to
all have
highlight a
frozen
comment.
shoulder at this age.
Yeah.
We got
um,
ailments. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I got to find Burns' comment.
I didn't pee the bed last night, so
Now I can't see. Oh, there we go.
I'm glad my mic
Yeah,
isn't
so,
working very well.
Burns has been dealing with some stuff, and we all do, off and on. And I think that's why it's important to be transparent about these kind of things, even some of the medical things, because we all go through it sometimes. And
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's important for people to have that sense, okay, I'm not the only person that's dealing with this. other people are dealing with it or have dealt with it
Absolutely.
or maybe will deal with it.
I think it's important to show everybody your vulnerability because, like you said, you may feel more comfortable because you're like, wait, I'm not the only one. All right. It's like, no, everybody goes through these things. So,
Everybody's got some shit.
I gotta piss. I don't have to shit. I gotta piss.
Okay.
All those beers now. I only had 2 beers, but I'm not a beer person, so it's
I drank more beer on this trip because it
sometimes
was
just a cold beer is good. Gary Hubs makes me want beer.
well, McCall is man, they got brew pubs everywhere, and one of the places we ate lunch was and so I ended up drinking, and we bought a 6-pack of some stuff, and I ended up drinking up more beer than I just don't drink beer as a rule.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I was leaky.
Right?
I gotta go whiz again. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
What is?
It goes right through you.
Yeah, again not being much of a
This
beer
is the
drinker.
beer
I'd
segment.
forgotten that little aspect of it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
don't
it's-
break the seal.
I'm trying to think of the beer that they make in McCall. There's a microbrew that they make down there. It's called
Well, there's the McCall Brewing, and then there's what was
There's
the
one that's
place
called,
we
like,
ate?
TJ Swan or something like that.
Yeah, saw that one. There's Salmon. It was either Salmon River or Salmon something brewery. That's where we ate one of the lunches. But yeah, there's like 5 or 6 brew places there, so they're big on it. And the couple that we had were, a lot of these microbrews. I'm sorry, do better. They're not very good, but everything we tried in McCall was excellent. And again, I'm not a beer guy, so I've got a whiskey palate, but I'd had 2 Mexican lagers, 2 different breweries there, and then an amber, and they were all really, really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about vacation, Chris, and I'm sure you and I are on the same page, is like people start drinking during the day or earlier in the day. And you're not going to stop pulling out whiskey like early. So a beer is a good,
Yeah,
just a beer,
exactly.
that
Yeah.
type of thing. Like I'm sure like my family's they're going to have beers and wine coolers and all the cheesy stuff on the beach. White claws. I'm not going to pull out rum, which is my drink of choice in the summer. So I'll probably have a White Claw or something light,
Yeah, no, I that makes sense. Yeah, if I'm driving around, I'm not going to be pounding whiskey. Hello.
You know that
Well,
I got to
especially
tell
at
you
noontime in the sun.
that kayak picture that I posted of me on Priest Lake. I used to go up there
Yes.
on a yearly basis with a bunch of my friends. We used to go up there all the time, and the first time I ever went up there, we had this. They called it group camp, and it was some actual buildings and stuff. I walked into where the kitchen was. In one corner of the kitchen, clear to the ceiling, was nothing but booze. I mean, like booze, not beer,
Really?
but booze. And I looked over on the counter, and there was like a dozen blenders. Everybody and their dog bought blenders, so there was lots of blenders going on. My first day, it's like, okay, get up out, get out of the tent, and a lot of people were tent camping. I was one, and some people had RVs and so forth. But go up to the group camp and get some coffee, right? Because they had the big coffee thing going. And I'm drinking coffee, and I'm thinking everybody's just like, this is just a normal thing. Well, I found out that I'm the only one drinking just normal coffee. Everybody else has Baileys in their coffy, right?
Oh, yeah. That
Right
makes
out of
sense.
bed.
Yeah.
Right out of bed.
Okay, some of us have an alcohol problem, perhaps. Just saying. Oh my goodness.
What?
Yeah, now Burns in Germany, we were having that discussion. My father and his wife visited Germany, and of course they
Oh,
were
is he
loving
from
the
Germany,
beer.
Burns? Okay.
Yeah, and I had a Hefeweizen there, another one from McCall that I
Hefeweizen.
thought was excellent. I like Hefeweizen quite a bit. But we're having this discussion. All American brewers are of German descent. Coors, Schlitz, the
Yeah, that's
Budweiser, all of them.
That's true.
And I got thinking in my mind, how is it Germans, the inventors of great beer that have the beer purity laws, and they come over here and they brew that shit piss water that all American
Budweiser.
lagers are.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what happened? I would love to go back to the 1800s and go up to Golden, Colorado and get Coors right off the tap when they were brewing it in like
difference,
1890.
huh? Yeah.
I suspect it was very different. I suspect.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I can't
was,
prove
yeah.
it, but yeah,
Oh,
I don't know
cool.
what
It's
happened.
Friday for you. A creamy fucking
Point.
It's only 45 minutes. You can hold out.
an
for
hour and 45 minutes. Woo!
Oh, okay. I don't have my glasses on. Well,
What?
all right.
Hi,
No,
mother.
yeah, you're screwed
What's an hour 45 minutes?
until
Okay,
Colby
well,
gets
I have
off.
to get off, and I have to leave the show.
Okay, well, these can be two separate things. So
Yeah,
it was
no, I have-
delightful to see you. Enjoy
It's so good to
your
see you. I missed
vacation.
you. Thank you.
Well,
No, I'll
that's
be
too
around the
bad.
chats. I'm not going till Monday, so I'll be around
Okay.
this weekend. But
All right.
yeah, doing family stuff
Well-
and beach stuff as usual.
All right. Well, have a great time. Don't get sunburnt.
Thank you. Oh, I hope to. I love a sunburn.
Not
Eh,
sunburn.
Get a little sting, and then it just turns brown.
yeah, and
It's
then
good for you.
then except for melanoma is less good.
I'll be okay.
I'll be fine.
I will not get a sunburn. I promise. I'm just teasing.
Okay.
All right.
Ah,
Good night,
be-
everybody.
have a great
Good night,
time.
Mookie. Thanks,
Good night.
Chris. Bye.
All right. Be well, Lori. Thanks for coming on. And there she goes, the delightful Lori's Mishmash.
Yep.
A delight in every way.
Absolutely.
And they ain't wrong. And, again, all the American brewers were of German descent. So I don't get it. I don't know what happened. They forgot how to make beer on the trip over.
They got greedy.
I can't figure it out.
They just want to make money.
Anyway. Yeah, who knows? I was looking for there. Now, this is the thing. I know fruity beers, I don't get that
No,
either.
I don't
That
like
doesn't
them.
work
No.
for me.
Mm-mm.
It depends on why it's cloudy. There's a couple that I think are okay.
Yeah.
And some
Yeah.
Hefeweizens are very light and refreshing. Some are cloudier, and that's okay. Depends.
I like Mac and Jack. That's out of Seattle, I believe.
Hmm.
It's a microbrew, and it's the best beer on the planet, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't get it here. You can't get it here. So I have to go to Seattle to get that beer if I want that beer. But it's really expensive. I love it though.
Yeah. Well, there was some of those, the early microbrews, Anchor Steam beer. I like that a lot. Of course, they're out of business. They don't make it anymore. But,
Yeah.
back in the day, they were them, Sam Adams, Samuel Adams. There were some of the early microbrewers that kind of scaled up a little bit and made good beer and made people think about it.
Yeah. Samuel Adams, because I've been at the actual brewery in Boston, and it's different there than the Samuel Adams that comes in that you get at the store here. They're
Yeah.
different. I mean, the Samuel Adams in Boston, right in the brewery, is just the beer tastes so good.
Oh, I bet it's good.
It is really good, yeah.
Yeah, I know I had it when I was in Boston last time when my kid graduated from BU there.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, anytime you go to the place that they make it, that's usually pretty good. Can't remember, there's a place in Boise that makes it's a brewery, and I've been in there, and their beer's really good too. But again, it's at the brewery itself. So
Yeah, I'm trying to find Coldy's comments. Yeah, I highlighted already. The alcohol percentage, because when you make beer, you can only get to a certain percentage anyway.
Right.
That's, whiskey makers call their first distill or fermentation a beer because it can only, the maximum it can get to is between 8 and 12%. That's it. Because they just can't go any further. And then the distilling process fortifies. Anyway, but my point was, I don't think the alcohol content is necessarily related to the taste. It depends on the
No.
ingredients and how it was
Right.
fermented and, all of that other stuff. All the
Exactly.
other factors. And the alcohol percentage is a byproduct.
exactly.
And
right.
yeah, some yeasts make more alcohol because they're hardier and they stay alive longer. So they're outgassing the CO and converting the fermentable sugars into alcohol. And here, again, now we're getting some scientific talk.
Mm-hmm.
But I find the process fascinating. I mean, people have been inadvertently fermenting things since the beginning of time. But, as they started to learn some of the science behind it, then it got more.
Well, Mother Nature does it all on its own.
Well, exactly. It's just, it's a natural process.
When I was up in Sandpoint, when I lived up in Sandpoint, there was one fall morning I got up and there was just all this racket going on the lower deck, right? And there was this tree that, because it was on a slope, and there was this tree that grew up, and it had all this, I don't know what they were, but I didn't really pay much attention until one morning I got up and there was all this noise, and it was all these different birds. All these different varieties of birds. I mean, it wasn't one kind of bird. It was like a whole shitload. And they were just making the biggest racket. And I was looking, and one was walking on, because there was a bench that went clear around this whole thing. One was walking on the bench and just fell off, right? And I was like, what the hell? And then about that time, another bird crashed into the window and was dead and I was watching these birds. They were getting drunk. They were drunker than skunks, and they were raising holy hell. It was just amazing. I had to go to work, so it's like, damn, I'm gonna miss this show.
But the bird show. I have seen videos of where a bear got into some fermented fruit there, and you got a 600-pound drunk bear staggered around. Oh boy.
Yeah. Yep.
Fun
So
time
Mother
in the
Nature-
woods.
Mother Nature can provide that kind of alcohol on its own.
Yeah. Yogi got his cronk on, folks.
Yeah,
Watch out.
exactly.
Fuck the
Hey,
picnic
boo-boo.
baskets. He's going to the liquor store.
Well, Miss Ranger don't know what hurt him. Yay.
I'm not an expert in this, so I'm not going to call bullshit on that. But scientifically, I wonder how the process works that they can get, because distilling.
You'd have to distill. Yeah.
Yeah, there's got to be some distillation involved
Right.
in some to get it up there,
Exactly. 'Cause you
and
gotta blow-
then all of
you're
a sudden
boiling the water
it's a
off.
spirit, not a beer, right?
Actually,
So-
you're boiling the alcohol off is what you're doing. That's what you're doing. You're boiling the alcohol off. And you can only boil it down to like an 80-20, I think. is
Yeah.
what it-
Yeah, so that's that. Room Mother's got me thinking. I'm going to do some research on that, and I will have an answer next show, unless I forget, which is always a
Everclear.
possibility.
Everclear is the.
Oh my God, Everclear! I've got a bottle of. I bought, back when we were all stupid during COVID, and hand sanitizer, and you couldn't get any, so I bought aloe vera and a bottle. You could buy booze, thank God, and I bought a bottle of Everclear so I could make my own hand sanitizer. And then, of course, we quickly discovered that was stupid, and so I've still got an unopened bottle of Everclear sitting in my cabinet there since 2020. I have no idea what I'm ever going to do with it. Although, what I wish I had brought it on my trip for this reason, because it was so rainy in McCall, and we had a fire pit, and oh my God, that wood was saturated. So I'm out there, and I carry a machete and a camping axe in my car at all times because, you never know. So I'm out there splitting wood to try and get it dry a little bit. And I ended up going to the Albertsons and buying dry firewood, which was still pretty damp because even though it was wrapped, it was still outside in the humidity.
Right.
And had I had that bottle of Everclear, I could have poured that on that wood and got that fire going and burned off a little of the moisture. But I'm a stubborn Irishman, and I had two great fire pits, but I had to work at it. Anyway, there's my fire story. So if you have suggestions in the chat that something I can do productive with a bottle of Everclear that does not involve drinking it, because Bro, I did that back in my college days, and we're we're not doing that anymore. So, but if you have productive ideas on what to do with this Everclear that's been sitting up there since 2020, let me know. Hey, it's Camp G-May. What's going on, man? How are you? Look, I'm not dead.
Alcohol is a good solvent, so I mean,
Yeah, true enough. So yeah, if I need to solve something. Yeah, like I said, yeah, had I would have used it as a fire starter because I mean, that high alcohol burns really well.
AG.
There you go. So anyway, I am just, since you're in the chat, I'm going to say hi. I'm planning on stopping by Saturday and hanging out and playing a little bit because as you know, I've not been feeling well the last month or so. I feel terrific. I'm back to being normal, or as normal as I ever am. So should be on your show on Saturday, and we'll hang out a bit. I can actually be a productive administrator instead of being a lazy suck and doing nothing. So there's that. All right. Well, we are at the 11 o'clock hour, which means this show is going to be over. Now, you don't have to go home, but can't stay here. But before we go, yeah, that old line, right? I enjoyed having everybody here. It's great to be back. It's great to be running the show again. Thank you all for hanging out with myself, with Doug Kidder tonight, with Hugh Caldwell, and with Lori's Mishmash. Great to pull everybody together on a Thursday. I'm like the warm up for the Friday warm up. So great to have everybody here. And I did promise at the beginning of the show, if you were here, I heard one new song. I think this song kicks ass. So I am going to leave you with this song. Doug, any final comments while I pull that up?
Just peace out, keep on rocking, and yeah. And
Okay.
have fun.
Well, very good. Well, this song I will share, and I said it was two artists we haven't seen very much of, or they're not as prolific. But the great Viv Sparrow teamed up with Hetriani, and Hetriani did a lot of the production on this and plays guitar and banjo. Oh my God, you guys are going to love this. This is brand new from Viv Sparrow and Hetriani. It's called Patriots and Queens, and we'll see you guys next week. Be well, everybody.
Standing on the back porch for the ringing of the bells, with your letter pressed against my chest, and I'm holding on to hope, but I don't think you're coming home. Winter is growing so cold. This winter is taking its toll. Oh, darling, don't forget me. My heart belongs to you. Every wildflower shows my love is true. All across the hills, I will wait for you until wildflowers scatter the ground like stars that have fallen down. Chasing down a dream, it's not an easy thing, not as easy as it seems. All the broken schemes of patriots and queens, oh, all the in-betweens. But I found you, and I will chase that dream until it brings me back to you. Yes, I found you, and I will chase that dream until it brings me back to you. by so fast, and your wedding ring got rusted on my hand. So now I wear it on a chain with your name engraved. Remember the moon turned to stone. This winter has taken its toll. Oh, darling, don't forget me. My heart belongs to you. Every wildflower knows my love is true. All across the hills, I will wait for you until wildflowers scatter the ground like stars that are falling down. Chasing down a dream, it's not an easy thing, not as easy as it seems. All the broken schemes of patriots and queens are all the in-betweens. But I found you, and I will chase that dream until it brings me back to you. Yes, I found you, and I will chase that dream